Does anyone want to recap from 2 weeks ago? Whatever you
I
remember.
could probably give a partially accurate recap.
It
We
was the
finished
very end of the
battle.
battle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we finished the battle. We killed 2 of the hags, but the bride plane shifted away, unfortunately. So we did not end her. But we did collect some cool items, and we pulled a lever
You
that
did.
started the ride, I think.
It activated some turbines under the water that you could see looking down into the water when you got back to the water's edge. Yeah.
So started up the thing of love. What else did we do? We went out into the lobby and checked all the doors and found the wraith. And somebody convinced him to leave somehow. I can't remember what natural 20 check happened, but we intimidated it or deceived it or something, and it or not one check. I don't know, where it didn't trust us and left. Not sure. Then we convinced another zombie to decorate the entryway to the wedding suite on our way out. And on our way back to the kind of main hub area, we stopped in our little cavern and completed the locks with Articuno and Maltrays. And got into Vern's old control hub laboratory place. And Vern is dead, unfortunately.
You did find his corpse. Yeah.
Really stocky
Maybe
skeleton.
you found a corpse.
Lots of ribs.
Yeah, you found a corpse that had a mechanical arm and a mechanical eye. So I mean,
yeah, we don't know it, but we know it. Yeah, we pressed a button and screens came up, spying on, or I guess scrying. Is that how, in tech terms, magic tech terms? We're scrying on the rides across the island, and there was a rifle that all but mimicked the bow of Coralon using Vern's eyeball. And the bow of Coralon was bent into an unrecognizable gear shift in order to make everything work. I think that's where we stopped ish. We definitely stopped here in the place.
Correct.
In the laboratory. I'm sure I'm missing some big beats, but that's the gist.
No, that's pretty good. You have this rifle that uses the eye. Someone has the stones in there as well, like the ones that were available to use the eye. And 2 of the 4 screens are activated and you can somehow magically see the lights that you've given power to, the night merry-go-round and the tunnel of love. And then we also had Norm, you hit a button that showed sort of a holographic image in that center panel, which showed the map of Welly World, and you saw the outline of a dragon rising from the earth. In my head, I picture it sort of being like, without looking, well, I'll show you this side. Here's the screen, you see the map of Welly World, and then it kind of falls like this and becomes like a topographical thing, and then you see this dragon rise out of it. And that's that's where you left off. I will say this, that upon seeing that, Norm, you are going to have another vision. And I didn't script this out or anything, but but we'll say that you imagine yourself right here in this laboratory. The chair is now not occupied by a skeleton or anybody for that matter, and Vern, who you now recognize at least, and probably know him by name through these memories, is standing beside you, and he's kind of talking you through his grand vision. And he says, Norm, we're so close now to getting this thing operational. Remember, all you have to do when things are ready is press this button, and he'll direct you to a teal button. You already pressed a red button, so teal button.
Oops.
All you gotta do is press this button, Norm, if I can't do it myself, and that will bring our life's work up from the ground. Everyone goes to the lighthouse, we fly away, and we leave this terrible world behind. How does that sound?
That sounds great, sir. I can't wait to ride on a real dragon.
Yes, this will definitely be the best ride that this island has ever seen. That's for sure. And not quite a real dragon, Norm. It's like you. It's mechanical. You
Yes,
remember, right? We were building and things down in these tunnels.
of course. I remember working on a mechanical dragon with my own bare hands. I was
That's right.
conscious for that.
Excellent, excellent, Norm. And I know it took us a long time, and we're just about there. But enchanting all those metal panels to be able to cast move Earth so this thing can actually rise out of the Earth seamlessly was a challenge. But we did it. We figured out magically how we can make this work with minimal damage to the island, which I know is important to you. You know, you've made friends with a lot of the local fauna, isn't that right?
Yes, I love animals.
Yes. Hopefully, you meet somebody someday that loves animals as much as you do, Norm,
I truly
and he'll
believe they'd become my best friend.
and he'll he'll pat you on the head and he'll say, "All right, Norm. Well, I get back to the mainland. There are still some rarer components I need to acquire." And he'll take one of the stones from his pocket and pop it into his eye, and he will kind of like gesture and suddenly voom, become invisible. And Norm, you are now alone in this room, but all of a sudden you hear hacking and coughing from where the man was moments ago.
Oh, poor
What do you
guy.
want to do? And
Uh, uh, is pushing the teal button an option? Just
it's not
blowing up the
if
plot
you
of your
if you do it now, it won't activate yet because it's not fully finished at this point in time.
fair, fair.
But you're a good listener. Good job.
I will I will just reach into my compartment and just kind of like dangle out like a tissue, like a handkerchief, out in the general direction of where I know Vern to be.
Okay. You see the handkerchief pluck from your hand, and there's a coughing, and we'll say you see like little droplets of blood appear in the tissue, and then it kind of like tucks away and disappears. And he just says, "Thank you, Norm. I've been working way too hard lately, but it's all gonna work out for us in the end.
I
We're
trust you,
all
sir.
everybody, all those who have been suffering on the mainland. We invite them here, and we all start a beautiful new life together somewhere on the horizon. And now we are back from your memory, and you look at the chair and you see the skeleton of Vern sitting there. What do you guys want to do?"
Should we
I
maybe
want to
try
put the propeller hat on top of the skeleton so it gets teleported into town square.
Um, is the skeleton? I'll allow it. It needs to be a willing creature, I think, to receive teleport. But I think it could probably work on this object. It's not
No,
unwilling to go with you.
I don't want to break rules. Let's see here.
rules are what the DM says, man?
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of you bringing the corpse. Although it's pretty, besides the missing arm, I guess, or the mechanical arm. You guys left the mechanical arm alone. That's still attached, I think. Um, you can't tell it was a one-eyed person because it's a skull. Do you want to do that? Is that how you want to get back?
Eagle wants to provide, like, burial or um, cremation services.
Hmm.
How are you gonna?
Is there
How
any
would you?
religion, marcated on the skeleton or anything he's wearing? Any religion?
Um, let's see. No, I'm gonna say there's no religious iconography. I mean,
He's
Vern
just
was a
a
man of
big-
science, so
Just a big man about dragons and stuff like that.
yeah, maybe. I mean, you don't really know that, but he's just a skeleton. But his clothes are just like you can tell they're nice clothes, but they're pretty old now and tattered and worn, but nothing that says any sort of religious affiliation.
Or dragons. Okay. Okay. Doesn't say. Because I'm trying to separate like what I know about Vernon.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
You can
yeah,
do a
I'll
history
that.
check if you. 'Cause, I mean, I'm sure the Tides had an epic like final battle that they failed that probably was used by Visick in the terms in like form of propaganda. You know, like don't challenge me or else this happens to you. Do you want to roll a
Okay.
history check and just see
Yeah.
how you do?
Give it a try.
Yeah. No. I
That
mean,
is
you
a
remember that
zero.
he stood against Visick at one point with them. You actually thought that he died in that battle, maybe, because like you're actually surprised to see the corpse here. Your timeline is foggy about like when he made the island versus when that big clash with Visick happened, because it was all before your time.
Yeah. I'll do that with the body and teleport him. And
Okay. Who are you teleporting?
the skeleton.
Just the skeleton?
I mean, I don't have the hat. Do I have the hat? Is anyone
I forget
opposed
who
to?
has the hat. I think it's sitting on Norm's head, I think. But he has the hood on, like the dragon hood.
Yeah, I
You can
mean,
have-
if I have it, you can have it. Yeah, if it's on
Jeez,
me.
That sounds
Before you
right.
teleport the skeleton, though, I would like to detach the arm
Okay.
and take it.
You now have a grappling hook that allows you to use any of your movement speed to like, you know, like elevate or go across gaps, things like that.
Is this? Are we using the same stats as the one that's on Vern?
100%.
Okay,
So I don't have to think about it.
great. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The only thing I would say above table is can we teleport all of us?
Yeah, I think teleport is up to like quite a few willing creatures.
Yeah. Let me say, may we please use the teleportation device to teleport us all?
Yeah.
Because we're pretty sure we can.
Up to 8 willing creatures.
Mm-hmm. If you target an object, it must be large or smaller, and it cannot be held or carried. Yeah, so this is... Vern's an object now. You can teleport him as well.
Oh, so we don't have to necessarily put the hat on the skeleton. Okay. Okay.
It can be on any of you. Yeah.
All right. So we'll keep it on Norm.
Are we counting the birds since they're morphed onto our gear now?
Yeah, they're melded right now, too.
Oh, and one dog.
Oh, and one dog. I think you're
I
still
forgot the
okay.
dog is still-
I mean,
And a steel
Oh,
defender.
Mastiff.
and it's still defend. Oh god, yeah, you guys have accumulated quite a few beings.
So
Yeah,
it looks like if
we
we
don't
want
even
to,
need you to do that.
if we want to take the skeleton, we have to choose between the steel defender and the dog.
Oh, sorry, Sparrow. Yeah.
I was just say we just
You-
fucking leave Everett behind, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
He can find his own way.
He can run back. He's a monk. He just run
that's
back.
that's his whole character build is being fast, right?
Right.
Yeah, fair. So you were teleporting back. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you plus the skeleton makes 6 plus your pet and the steel defender makes 8. Is that correct?
That's right.
And we leave Everett behind.
It'd be funny if
Hilarious.
Everett's like, I
If he
kind of
comes
get
back, we
queasy
can
from
make him a
teleportation
MacGuffin.
anyway.
Okay. Are you guys ready? Cast teleport?
Mhm.
Let's do it.
All right. You spin the cute little hat, and the propeller is spinning and spinning and spinning, and then everything around you starts to blur. It almost kind of moves with the propeller, like you're in sort of a cyclone, but you don't really feel any gusts or anything. And before you know it, you are sent right back to a place you know all too well, which is this Welly World Plaza. And now that you're outside the cave, you'll see that time has passed. Like it's getting later in like the afternoon, the early evening at this point. Do I have all your tokens here somewhere?
Yep, they're towards the bottom.
Okay, fantastic. And when you arrive, Samantha will see you right away and come running up, and we'll get rid of Everett. And she'll say, "Did you find them? The missing mechanics?"
Oh my god.
And there's
We
like
got
a
fucking
cadaver.
got, guys. We suck.
It wasn't in the recap. If we
Oh,
had
yeah, I
said
guess that's
something in the recap, I would have remembered.
it's
Totally
better
out
this
of my
way. He's currently unconscious on the floor of that hidden room inside a cave.
with Everett.
And Everett just ran.
With Everett.
I could forego the steel defender for that.
I think it's
No,
too
no.
late now.
What's done is done.
I like this. This is
Everett
Whoa.
has to
amusing
figure it out for himself.
I hey, who is using
Ending.
the hat? I think we might have made the mistake.
I should also say, when you did teleport, you appeared in just like a cloud of dust. Because as Vern's bones hit the ground, it just like
Wow, great.
so so you're
My
like
job's
like kind of
done.
coughing. Even Samantha's kind of coughing as she's looking through, seeing if you have any of the mechanics with you.
Is there
But
any way to collect it, or are you saying dust, ash, like just?
it's I mean it's piled on the ground now, I guess.
Okay, I'll start collecting it.
Jeez. Do you have the propeller hat on? Weren't you wearing it when you cast teleport?
Let's keep it on Norm. I don't know.
Fine. Yep. So Norm is now the one that's wearing the teleport hat that was responsible for this. Okay, so you are scooping up the dust of Vern.
Yes.
Just for fun, roll a d20 so we can determine like how much Vern you were able to get.
Okay.
Yeah, most
So
of Vern, half of Vern.
funny story about mechanics. Well, first of all, one mechanic is dead. This is not
Oh,
him.
my.
This is other dead person, just to be clear.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I couldn't even tell. I heard a crash and I turned around and you were in a cloud of dust. I didn't realize there was another dead person with you.
It's okay.
thought-
Many people unfamiliar with bone fragments.
As I'm like collecting bones in the background, like off of people's shoes, like at the top of their boots and stuff.
However, uh, other mechanics still alive. In mountain with a dragon right now. Don't worry about it. I'm sure he'll be fine.
There's a dragon on the island? Like a real one.
Uh, up to interpretation.
Oh, it's real.
Still up for
It's a real
debate.
dragon.
She takes her pencil out and like scratches a little note to herself in the journal. It's like, well,
That's a very calm reaction.
that's not convenient, but I mean,
It did flatten me like small child.
it flattened you. You look pretty good though. So is it one of those nice dragons? I
All right.
don't know much about them, but I hear there are some that are like lawfully good.
Listen, lady. We are technically co-workers now, and should not engage in interdepartmental relationships. I don't need you telling me I look good. Uh, please refrain from any remarks.
That's fine. We'll send somebody else there to take care of that. And she'll like snap her fingers at this guard and whisper something, and he's like mouths to her like fucking dragon, and she's like, so he is going to start very slow. He's taking his time, but he's going to slowly walk away to presumably grab a few more men before he goes and sees about this dragon on the premises. Okay, so but the other one's alive then? He's just in this dragon cave?
Yes.
Okay, and you left him there to protect him, or
He is unconscious,
he's unconscious? Okay.
Pretty
But not-
vulnerable, actually.
but not dead.
Okay.
Not
And what
dead.
did the cave like what did it look like? Just a cave, a regular typical cave?
Yeah. There were rocks.
Okay.
Definitely not a
Yeah.
secret hidden room hidden behind a illusory wall. That would be crazy.
Let's see. I'll let one of you two do a deception check. We'll see if you can play off this or
Which one
I
of us
think
could roll
both of
worse?
Oh, I'm really good at deception, actually. I didn't realize that's what I picked.
that Helga says it exactly
like
how
shit,
she said
though.
it.
Oh, 13. Okay. Yeah, as Helga says it, Samantha's kind of confused a little bit. Like she thinks it was an attempt at a joke, but now she's thinking that you just don't really know how to land jokes since you live by yourself in the woods. But from from Norm, she's still a little uneasy. Like she thinks there might be something else maybe there, but not whatever illusory wall behind a hidden room. Like all of that she thinks was bullshit. She's kind of chuckles like, huh, right, you got me, guys.
There are definitely rocks there. 100%.
Sure there are
Helga
rocks. Yes.
Helga never tell joke and definitely never tell lie. Especially in situations where it's immediately convenient for only Helga.
Very good. Well, okay. I think well I have some men on it to go and look into this dragon thing and escort our man home. But how is the Tunnel of Love? Is it safe now? Well, what happened to them? What was you said one died there? Drowning?
The turbines are working now.
Did we say drowning or did she make that up?
The turbine. It's a Tunnel of Love. It's just I mean, I was under the impression that it was just you float down a river in a boat through a nicely decorated tunnel. What turbines?
The ones that make the water move.
This sounds like a good question for mechanic when he comes home.
You know what? Maybe you're right. You guys are
Hmm.
probably tired. I mean, some of you look like shit. Pardon my French. Why don't you go enjoy a drink? I'll make note of this that you partially completed the task when I determined your pay for today. But it's good to have you back. I'm glad to see you guys. I'm glad we didn't lose any more good workers out there.
I partially completed the task. What the hell do you want us to do? Bring mechanic back from dead?
Yes, no, but I did want you to bring a mechanic here, and it's just right now you left him with a dragon. I just think this is probably fairly irresponsible behavior, but who knows? It could all work out.
Hey, this
we should
sounds
probably
like this sounds like bad semantics. Helga cannot even read. I thought the mission was to ensure safety of and status of mechanics,
yes,
not
I
to
suppose.
bring mechanics home. What
Okay,
if they were still
persuasion
working?
persuasion check, Helga. Just you. Let's see if your semantics battle wins.
Oh, we're both 10.
A 12. She
Let's
makes
go.
a little
No.
edit to probably whatever number she wrote down next to your names, but you can tell it was probably a very small edit, like plus 5 gold or something like that. And she is still kind of concerned about this whole dragon business. So she is going to start to walk back up here where Valentin is to go and talk to him. And now you guys are here in the plaza, and you do notice that it is a little different than before. So yes, all these banners are still here. Is there anything you want to pay close attention to or look at, or do you want to go get a drink?
Were these masked guys here?
They were
last time?
not.
Yeah, what the
Norman's
These
just gonna go up to this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Can you not control Norman? Oh, there, thank God. Yeah, you see him. He's like spraying something, like some vapor, kind of like sort of at the edge of this this stand here. This is kind of where the strength test thing is, but he's sort of like just spraying along the edges this greenish vapor.
I'll say, "Excuse me."
Yeah, it's kind of muffled because wearing a mask.
My name is NRMN 947, self-appointed Chief of Custodial Services for Welly World. I demand to know what you're doing right now.
Oh, sorry, sir. We just got here. We had reports that there are dangerous spiders loose. One of our guys was bitten by a brown recluse, so we are fumigating the area.
Yeah, carry on. Thanks.
He nods and goes back to spraying his toxic fumes.
The fact that you made 2 tokens for that is so good.
It's important.
Vern's good then, or Vern.
I
Norman's
can
good
do
then.
that too. It's the singular syllable name.
Norm is not smart at all, so he accepts that as gospel. Done looking into that for sure.
Honestly, I don't know if anyone else knew about the spider bite, and if Helga was the only one who knew about it, I don't think she's smart enough to pick up on that was her that they're talking about. So
Okay. Well, great then.
regardless, fucking hilarious.
Gold above table, yeah.
All right.
To the mess hall?
Eagle's
Or are we
looking up at the
asking-
statue. Is this the finished work of that one?
It
The
it
dwarf or the
is.
goblin?
It is, and I would say that you would not need a history check, and only Helga would have no idea who this man is. So the face of Vern has been reshaped to be the face of Visick, or in this case, John Wilkes Booth. And he is.
I was
he is-
wondering.
He is. He is now glaring down on you, a face that you've seen so many times in various posters and such around town.
The
Big
layers
Brother
of
is
that
watching.
check is
Yeah,
so
the
funny.
layers.
It's so funny. Trent and I were in a musical like 6 years ago together called Assassins, and I played John Wilkes Booth, and I used the same accent that I used for Visick for John Wilkes Booth.
Yep.
That's
So
so
I
fucking funny.
just assumed that was the character. So there he is.
Hilarious.
I will say this, I don't know if you care, but you do hear a commotion down by the docks. Like you hear some like shouting, some noise, but the fumigators aren't paying any attention. The guards here aren't paying any attention. And it's loud enough to be heard, but no one seems to care.
Does it sound like it's a fight?
It does not sound like a fight.
Does it sound like
good.
a sanitation disaster?
It does not sound like a sanitation disaster.
I'm out.
I would say
All right.
the two of us are out.
That sounds good. That's that's half of you. So
Basically everybody. Yeah,
I think you're heading to the tavern. That's great.
perfect.
All right. Tavern time. Let's see. And I will say at this point, so it is a little familiar. One of the tables is still destroyed. It has not been repaired 24 hours later. Kai Lee, though, is going to see a figure up at the bar and tell you guys that she'll join up with you later. And she is going to sit up here and be talking to this gentleman. And now you guys are in the tavern.
We're not. We don't have cloaks. We're not. We're not cool enough to sit with them.
Yeah, that looks like a match. Yeah.
That's the Cloak Club. Yep.
Helga wants to go order a drink, but Git is uncomfortably close to the cheese as possible.
Sure. You sit down. I guess you sit down at the bench there, the booth. or
She'll like stand and like lean over the
Okay.
bar.
He does not. He does not scoff at you like he normally would or anything. He is just in that stool, kind of like sort of weaving back and forth, and the bartender is looking at him like cleaning a glass, but looking kind of like concerned. And you hear him say, "Sir, are you sure you're okay?" And he's like, I'll be fine. It's just a spider bite." Oh no, he's a British accent, right? I'll be fine. It's just a spider bite." No, he's not a British accent. It's it's Valentin that's a British accent. Oh my god, it's been so long. Whatever. He's just an asshole. That's right. But he dismisses it. But he is looking pretty clammy and gross and sweating quite a lot.
Can I look at his neck to see a big nasty
Nope.
welt?
Yep, it is not doing well either. Like it is swollen and yeah, you can tell he's like kind of popping his collar to try to hide how awful it is, but it also like irritates his skin, so he's not like totally covering it up, but it's pussy and gross.
Mm. Helga will just let out a hearty laugh, and then she'll order a drink. Say, I don't know. Give me whatever I actually liked from last time. Not actually one of the green shits, and then one of something whiskey.
Do you want those items mixed together, or
Oh, separate, please.
we double fisting tonight? Of course, of course. Yep, he goes and gets you. Do you like your whiskey neat?
I'm feeling fancy. We'll do on rocks today.
Okay, on the rocks. He keeps the ice minimal anyway, because he can tell you're a big girl, so he's putting a little more booze than usual in the cup, and then he gives you definitely a much smaller, prettier glass that has this like almost glowing green liquid, which you will remember as being the knock you on your ass absinthe, and like then I said like the logo was like an aberration, like monster. It's like milked from aberrations or something. Yeah, I think that was the lore that I had made last time. So we'll keep to it. You just see it on the label of it. You just see like this aberration, this like Cthulhu-looking creature with like glorious udders, and that's on the logo of the bottle. And there's your 2 drinks.
Helga will scoot the absinthe in front of this guy whose name I'm never gonna remember. The guy who's not Valentin.
Aldrich.
Aldrich.
Yeah.
She'll scoot the drink in front of him and say, about the other day. Apologies. I was looking perhaps looking for a fight at the end of a long day. To our future endeavors. And she'll scoot the drink over to him and hold up to cheers his glass.
Okay. He has which drink? He has the absinthe.
Yes.
Okay. He will kind of eye it. He'll take out a cloth and sort of wipe where your hand touched the glass.
Yep.
Um,
Fair, to be honest.
and then he will not cheers you, but he'll at least like lift it a little bit, and then throw it back.
Old move.
Yeah.
She'll nod in acknowledgement and give him the same, and
Okay.
take a drink of her glass and go back to whatever everyone else is doing.
Okay.
Eagle wants to invite Hootenheim up to get a drink at the bar. I was gonna get some wine. Do you want to come? And
Sure.
I kind of want to also get close to listen to Kylie.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of, I don't know. They're probably speaking in whispers, but
They are. I can let you maybe peek at what's going on. We'll see how good you are. I probably won't say you're gonna overhear anything, but maybe you can see something.
okay. I give myself guidance for an upcoming
Stealth
ability
check?
check. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be like how stealthily you can kind of like peek over and see what's going on there.
Okay. Yeah, just still kind of casually just grabbing a wine, inviting Hootenheim. And Everett, if he is here.
Everett's not here. He's still running.
We'll run it back.
Like, hey,
He'll get
Everett,
here
you bring
soon,
the
but-
mechanic. Okay. Stealth check. Okay.
What?
13.
No, D4. What?
Wait.
I mean, that's not good either.
Wait. Wait, it's a 6.
Okay, so that
I love
adds.
how
Oh,
one
that's
result came in first. Yeah, the D4 came in first.
your guidance. With a 6, that's pretty bad. Maybe you took a little too long because you were so nice, and you're helping Hootenheim to the counter because how's Hootenheim feeling? This is a big step for him. He did not come this far into the bar last time.
Probably a little anxious. Definitely like has head on a swivel type of thing. But he is an owl, so it kind of does that anyway.
Swiveling head makes
Like not even having to move his neck hardly, just the straight rotation of it.
Uh-huh.
I guess once he sits down, he'd probably be pretty comfortable, though. Obviously, not very talkative.
Right. Okay. So, but we'll say the time that it took to get the escort Hootenheim there, there was some sort of maybe exchange that has happened between these two. Because maybe I'll say you see Kylie like shaking hands with the visitor, and that's it. And now they're kind of just like sort of drinking side by side.
Okay. I think if I caught any wind of Aldrich and Helga talking about his spider bite,
Uh-huh.
I would try to maybe after a buzz go over and talk to him. Use some magic and do a lesser restoration if it's a
Okay.
poisoned condition. Would that work? Would that be acceptable?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Aldrich, that looks pretty nasty.
It feels even worse.
Yeah, you don't mind if I'm a magic user here, and healing's kind of my specialty.
And he kind of sees you. You were like, I mean, you're pretty dirty at this point. He's like, do you have to touch me to heal me?
Oh, do I? Do I? Less restoration is
You touch.
He does.
touch.
Yep.
You don't mind though. I mean, that looks quite awful.
It's
It's probably the worst thing you've ever experienced in your life. I'd take it.
it's
A bold assertion. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to you, dude.
is that a Are you assuming that because I am wealthy that I haven't had hardship?
You said it, bud. Is that a no?
He he looks around to make sure no one else is really paying attention, and the guards are drinking and all that. And he's like, "Just make it quick." And he pulls the collar down to the spider bite.
So like my hands that are from all the rock climbing or cave dwelling that we were doing.
You were with a bunch of
It's like
corpses
I
and
have a bunch of like
caverns and stuff.
ash for the bone fragment and stuff. So like you just see these like hands that are all dusty. Just I would cover it, just bare hands.
Mm.
Whatever pus he has is now like on my hand.
Girl, stop collecting stuff on your hands.
Vern
And
Wellerby as your material component is wild.
and I think Aldrich would feel like warmth and coming from it would feel good
Mhm.
and then after some time there's like maybe a small glowing emitting underneath the hands as Eagle is kind of muttering some prayers um and yeah, you would see the bite removed and everything look back to normal.
Okay.
I'd probably just leave a handprint of ash and stuff like that.
He yeah, he very quickly realizes that he feels better and the swelling is down. He sort of touches his neck. He does one of these numbers with the ash, but he does feel very grateful that he's not suffering as badly as he was. Almost as if like a fever broke. He's like kind of just wiping away the sweat now off his brow, and he's like looks at you, kind of diverts his eyes down, and just sort of mumbles like a "thank you," and then he sort of turns away and flags down the
Okay.
bartender for some fancy wine.
Well, if you're willing, my owl friend here could use some chicken chunks.
You're gonna feed him chicken chunks? Okay. I mean, he's an owl. He preys on other birds, right? We talked about that. He's like, fine. An order of the chunks, please, to half serving. And he
So
kind of like,
I'll kind of just accept that and head back to Hootenheim. I got you half
yeah, and you too.
serving a chicken chunk.
A basket of chunks.
Awesome.
And then
Uh,
already half of that is gonna go to the dog.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, your dog is here too. He's with you. I don't have a token with him, but for him. But...
Okay, all that.
What's Norm doing?
Norm is going to head down to this table by himself. His left, his right hand is going to like flip inside of his arm, and his arm will flip out with like a tool, like a multi-tool, and he's going to start just unscrewing his left arm at the shoulder, just like riveting his shoulder apart, and just like plops it on the table, and he's going to start attaching. I am going to, by the way, unattune from the glow bracelet.
Aw. I made that an attunement item?
Yeah.
Okay.
A ring of spell storing is an attunement item. So.
Oh, okay.
And then I am going to start the process of attaching the arcane grappler.
Okay. Very nice. As you're doing this, these guards over here are like, dude, and like they're pointing at him, and they come over, and it's like, they're like, Norm, man, that's sick. You just took your whole arm off.
And it didn't even hurt, bitch.
Whoa, yeah, my boy. And he goes to like high five you to kind of see which arm you use.
Uh, this is out of character for Norm, but I think it's funny. With my right hand, I'm gonna pick up my arm on the table and high five with that arm.
They're like, whoa, this guy, he's crazy. And Norm, where'd you get that arm? And they point to the. It looks different, right? It's definitely a human mechanical arm. I'm guessing Norm's arms aren't like with fingers and everything, right?
Yeah,
They're
so
like-
I guess it's up to our interpretation. It says you must attach it to your arm at the wrist, elbow, or shoulder. At which point the prosthetic magically forms a copy of the appendage it's replacing. So I would assume it'd be like a different exterior, but it would
Mhm.
shape to the same. Like it would be shaped the same as Norm's arms, so it would just look different.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. They're not as suspicious then, I guess, unless you want to tell them where you got the.
The picture that we chose for it is like this ivory metal coating with
Yeah.
like golden hinges. So I would say it looks like that, but
Okay.
Norm's arm. So it's definitely different.
Yeah.
It looks expensive.
Nice. All right.
To answer their question, Norm would say, off. I took it off of my dead master from hundreds of years ago.
This guy. Didn't I tell you he was funny? And this guy's coming over. He's like, oh, is Norm cracking jokes again? Yeah, he's a riot. Let's get this man a beer.
No thanks. Also, please don't litter.
They like your company. And which maybe I don't know if you're totally used to, given how things have gone with
Certainly
your
not.
traveling
I don't
companions.
think so.
They see you as a novelty though. Definitely not an equal, definitely nothing like that, but they do find you kind of silly and entertaining. So at this point everyone has done a thing, right? You've all made a choice, I think. Okay. At this point, a man is going to walk in. This guy. And Hohenheim's up here somewhere, right? Brad, do I not have your token for your character? How the
Do you
heck's that-
see it up by the bar?
Oh, wait a second. You're up by the. Oh yeah, sorry. You're actually over top an old token. That's why I couldn't see it. This guy walks in, and when he enters in, the guards that were for a moment like laughing and having fun with Norm, they see this guy and they're like, ugh, and they actually are gonna walk away to not be as close. So
Oh,
your
man.
popularity was short-lived.
Not
Norm.
Luau Aragorn again.
He's going to come in and he's going to say, "Good evening, my brothers." And he's going to walk up to the bar, and the bartender is going to, I have your order ready. Just give me a second. He's going to go into the back room here. Meanwhile, he is just happily drumming on the bar, looking around. He looks at Hootenheim to his left and gives a warm, friendly smile. And he says, "Good evening, brother. How are you today?"
He'll just kind of be crouched over like the wine glass, kind of nursing it, like doing fine.
Oh, I see. May I just say, I love the shape of your eyes. They are so perfectly round. These beautiful round circles. Praise be to the great circle. And he like holds up like a little, it's kind of buried underneath this lei of flowers he's wearing, but he pulls out a little pendant that's like just a piece of metal in a circle, and he kind of kisses it and looks up into the air, and then kind of tucks it back into the flowers.
Insight, is the Great Circle the moon or the sun? What is he on about?
Sure, you can insight check it and see if you Nice. You can tell that the Great Circle, I'll say this, his little pendant, if we're gonna be specific about it, his little pendant, besides being this piece of metal, it also has little not rungs. What am I thinking? What do bike wheels have?
Spokes.
Spokes?
Spokes, that's it. Has little spokes as well. But the fact that he's like looking up and kissing and all of that, you get the idea that this Great Circle is a much broader abstract concept than like just the sun or just the moon. But you do notice the shape of this pendant that he has.
Okay.
Well, I know Widget would be a little freaked out at him complimenting his eyes like that. So just kind of like, thank you, and then like very, very obviously trying to move on from what he just said.
He'll say, do you feel the lack of spiritual fulfillment in your life?
Can't say that I do.
He's well, so often we live in doubt of how good we can truly feel if we just open ourselves up to the world. I feel like the self-actualized you have not yet achieved. There's
Yeah,
greatness
boy.
in you.
Boy, did I come back at the right time. Helga's gonna get up and turn and say, "Hey, can I open you up to the idea of shutting the fuck up?"
Of course, hey, I'm not here to force my beliefs on anyone. But just know that fulfillment and warmth and kindness lies just over yonder. And he kind of vaguely gestures toward the east. And at this point, the bartender is going to come back with a box. And the box is filled with onion rings and donuts. And he looks at these things. He's just like, oh my God. And he just like does like a little prayer thing. And then he takes a handful of gold and silver, and puts it on the counter. And the bartender happily accepts it. Does not want to actually interact with this guy. He's just doing business, so he's gonna promptly walk away once that order is delivered. And now he has this huge box of goodies, and he turns to Widget and he says, "Would you like one?"
I'll take one. But just out of curiosity, how do you handle this when it's no longer around? Like if I take a bite out of it,
Good question.
would that offend you?
Takes a bite out of it and just
I
screaming.
he
Oh,
he thinks about that pretty deeply, and you can tell he's struggling with this idea. Clearly he's an errand boy, and so he's probably not super high up in whatever this religious sect he's a part of, but he's trying to make sense of it. Well, I always thought that when you consume the entire thing, it sort of spiritually reforms in your stomach. And so the circle is broken, but only for a time, and then it is reformed. Like all things, like life and death and rebirth, it's all cyclical and everything comes back.
I don't know. My shit's come out pretty straight, if you ask me.
From a circular anus, eagle would retort.
Hey, there is a hole where my shit comes out, just like this guy's mouth. You are right.
And he turns and looks at you,
Much the
Helga,
same.
and he says, Even you are always welcome, dear lady. Please have a donut.
Helga's gonna turn over to the not Valentin and
Aldrich.
Aldrich and say, "Okay, am I allowed to suplex this guy? What's the deal?"
And Aldrich's feeling a bit better now, but he's still like he's had a rough day. So he'll look at you and just be like, he's no trouble yet. Just comes in here every now and then, pays coin, gets circular food. Just really annoying. I tend to ignore him.
Helga will shrug and she'll say, "Okay, I'll have some of your treats." And she's gonna walk up to his box. She's gonna grab out an onion ring and she's gonna take a bite and put it back in the box.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
And then she's gonna grab a donut and take a bite and put it back in the box. And then take an onion ring, take a bite, put it back in the box.
Are onion rings revered more highly because they have a circle inside of a circle?
Mm.
Oh, that's deep.
What is his
Do you
opinion
ask
on
him
donut
this?
holes? Yeah, I'm asking him both.
They
of
are
those
not
questions.
sacred.
Okay.
They are not a sacred food.
But they are
Tragically.
round.
They are round. It's a circle. Praise be the great circle.
Eagle
Not just round.
would say,
Not the great
is
circle.
there an offer for me? Can I have one?
Feeling left out.
And he has kind of like put the box down on one of the bar stools, and he's taking the three pieces that Helga left behind and is trying to like put them together.
Oh,
To
she's not
create a circle.
she's not stopping
Oh.
until it escalates.
Yeah, he's getting kind of frantic with all this. But he looks at you.
When Eagle
And-
asks for one, Helga's just gonna be like, "Oh, sure, here you go," and she'll toss you a donut.
Okay.
The first bite is always best.
So Eagle wants to inspect the donut. He's like, too much sugar, and then with his dirty hands already on the donut, puts it back in the box.
So are hot dogs
That's
like
probably
honorable
okay.
mentions?
Well,
He's not
every
terribly
other-
clean either. This guy, like he's
Okay.
clearly like living out somewhere where it's a little more rugged, and he has like this like very nature inspired floral lay around his neck. What's Norm doing? What did you say?
I'm just gonna start moving up to their
Okay.
position.
Does Eagle Wind have religious iconography on?
Yeah, like the constellation, because being a Circle of Stars druid, he's got like his star map necklace. The same, famously the same as the family locket.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
don't know if
will,
we picked a pantheon or anything, but yeah. He
It's the
always
whatever
looks up to the
pantheon exists
stars.
in Azura, so. But he sees the emblem. He goes, "Ah, a man of faith. It's so good to see someone, even if we don't necessarily believe in the same thing. What do you worship, good sir?" And he tries to grab a donut that hasn't been tampered with yet, and he offers you a complete circle donut from the box.
I've already decided that, the sugar here is not worth the trouble. And then I just keep drinking my wine. I'll just let you be on your way. And then looking towards him and Helga.
Okay, well, if you or if any of you, and he's kind of looking down at the very sort of sad looking box of now half-eaten onion rings and donuts and all of that, and he kind of closes the lid so he doesn't have to look at them. His shame, because if any of you do change your mind, we have a settlement just out east, and you're more than welcome. He's gonna give each of you a piece of literature, a pamphlet. And
In front of his eyes, Helga will
Yep.
take it and crumple it and throw it on the ground. Here you go, Norm. I found some trash for you.
Norm will promptly sweep it up and just put it into his canister.
He is actually very unfazed by that. He's like, "You are not the first, and certainly won't be the last to crumple up this literature. But I do think it's worth your consideration. We live in dark times, and this could be the light you need. Praise be the Great Circle." And he will bow and then start to exit. One of the guards will get up and go to confront him. The other guard will stop him, point to the broken table, reminding him of last time. And he's like, "Oh yeah, let's not start a thing again." And they will let this man, this Hawaiian Aragorn, walk out.
Before he gets out the door,
Okay.
I think my character is going to pivot. I think every time I have a flashback, Norm becomes more of a silly little guy.
Okay. Vern would like that.
Yeah. And before he gets to the door, Norm is going to, I guess, increase the volume on his voice box, on his vocalizer, and just kind of like loudly say, just generally out loud, "Look, those 4 tables are all circles."
He everyone sitting on that side of the room is gonna look at you like, no, like this. He will see it, and he's been here before, but he's been a man on a mission, right? He's gone, he's picked up the goods, maybe. So this does seem like the first time he's seen the tables, and he's going to walk over. Oh, if I can grab my token. Oh, he's gonna walk over to the table, set the box down on a stool, and just like kneel, putting his hands on this round table, and just start like mumbling to himself.
Can I take the box while he's mumbling?
Sure. His eyes are closed. He is deep in
Right.
meditation.
I'm going to take the box and bring it back to Helga as a sign of friendship. I don't have a mouth, so I can't take bites out of donuts, but I will give her the box of donuts to take more bites out of.
Okay.
Please tell me you're not going to regurgitate more circular religious bullshit.
I only look up to the bear in the sky, sister.
I do not understand your metaphor, but I actually don't feel very well. I should not have eaten so many onion rings and donuts in a row.
I'm pretty sure it literally is a bear just in the sky. I think it's just a bear in the sky.
Norman believes that bears fly?
Maybe, probably.
I gotta be honest. If Helga is religious, which I guess I never really decided she was or wasn't, she'd probably worship Oku.
Yeah.
Probably.
Either that or Melora, right?
No.
She'll grab the box and say, I appreciate where your heart is at, Norm, but I made too many bad decisions already for my stomach.
He'll say, "Fair enough," and I will take out my short sword arm, and I'll just start chopping them into pieces.
Meanwhile, over here, you hear "Amen," and then he stands up and he looks to his side and he sees the box is missing. He looks over to the right.
Hand it to him closed.
Oh, okay. He's I didn't remember handing this to you. Did
You asked me if I wanted a donut. And I
Oh, I
took the
did.
box while you were praying.
Oh, so you didn't interrupt me. I'm very, very grateful for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he will reach under and take the box from you. And as that happens, he also sleight of hands another pamphlet into your hand underneath the box. So when he takes the box away, you're now stuck holding another pamphlet for this.
It's going
this.
right into the compartment, and I have a little shredder built in, so it just shreds into my body. Thank you.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, what is on the pamphlet? Eagle actually starts looking at it.
Trent wrote out an entire pamphlet for us to crumple them up and shred them.
I did not, but I will say if you're gonna look at the pamphlet, it does
Uh-huh.
have a circle drawn on the front, and it says "Welcome to the Inner Circle," and it says like little phrases on the side. All are connected. The circle is forever. And if you open it up, you'll find various expectations of their practices, a list of things in the world that exist that are circles. Like it's like a sacred list. And you will see at the very topmost item, like bolded and like really important, says Ferris wheel.
Nice. Is that east?
That
Based
is
on my
east
understanding.
on the map. Yep. As he gets to the door, um, I don't really know what this would be, but I was thinking about doing it, and I kind of want to do it, so we'll see. And he says, "It's been lovely seeing all of you again." And as he's saying this, you'll start to notice that everybody is kind of like getting off their chairs and sort of crouching under tables and behind furniture. Even the bartender's crouching down behind his booth. Only this person talking to Kai Lee has not moved at all. Do you guys want to do anything as you watch everybody taking cover?
I'm in a bad spot. Is it apparent which direction they're taking cover from?
Yeah,
Like,
from him.
Is it? Oh,
They're
from
putting
that guy.
something between them and him as he's saying his goodbyes.
I will just kind of like nod my head, and my blasting goggles, just like that have
Okay.
Articuno on them, will just slot down over my eyes and start glowing a little bit.
Okay. And he says, he reminds you, all are welcome into the inner circle. You need only come east. And then he does this chant, courtesy of ChatGPT. Round and round the circle spins, no start, no end, where time begins. Bound by rings our fates entwine, in endless loops the stars align. And he bows and casts some spell that just like explodes pamphlets everywhere. Like they are like little paper planes, and they just shoot out everywhere, not hurting anybody, but it's just like filled with pamphlets. And in that explosion, he has ducked out of the room. And as they're crawling out from the table, you hear one guard say to the other, "See, I told you he was going to do it again. He did it like 3 times ago."
It's like a unanimous like groan from the whole
Yeah.
tavern.
And now
Whoa.
there's litter everywhere, Norm. It's so many pamphlets.
Oh boy, Norm's not sleeping tonight. Thank God for Sentry's rest.
Can I grab a random patch from my robe of useful items?
Heck
I don't.
yeah. Let's do
I
it.
think earlier I was hoping to look for something that would help me in collecting the Vern's skeleton remains.
The bone dust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll that D100.
Okay.
67. If you get another Mastiff. There
4
is a
potions
clink,
of
clink,
healing.
clink, clink. And yeah,
Yeah.
4 potions of healing are now like in your arms in place of that patch.
Just the average potions of healing. Okay. Very nice.
One of the guards will point and be like, "Hey, he got us around."
Yeah, does anyone look like they're injured? No, everyone's just buzzed, right?
Paper cuts
Everyone's just-
abound.
Yeah, no, they're okay. If that would have actually hurt them, I think they would have arrested this guy when he came back in. But he's still a customer. He buys things. He's just really eager about his religion.
Well, this has no, benefit to storing the remains, but I'm not talking to them. Sorry, I just
mhm.
Eagle's just thinking like, all right, I think I'll just grab another fucking patch.
Yeah, you will.
This robe would totally be better if I knew what I was grabbing.
Nice.
Oh, just barely something different.
A rowboat 12 feet long appears and just lands on the bar counter, knocking over
God.
glasses and such.
I really
And
come
the
back to West
bartender is
times.
like, "Oh, not again."
Does anybody know Hawaiian Aragorn's name?
Nope.
What do you mean? You just said it.
And that's what it is now.
If you,
Uh,
this is great. I mean, so with modified memory,
hmm
could you make somebody think their name was something different? I think you get like a minute of time with modified memory.
Has to be some like a memory that it's within a certain period of time, though, right? It can't be like
I
from
think so.
birth.
But could you make somebody believe that they changed their name in the last in the last hour?
Yeah.
By the way, your
I don't see
name
why not.
is Hawaiian Aragorn now.
Hawaiian Aragorn. Ah, so many syllables, but okay. Yeah, it has to be an event that experienced the last 24 hours. So, yeah. So it'd be like he made the choice to legally change his name.
That's funny. Sorry. So why is there a boat on the counter? What did I miss?
we pulled patches.
Okay.
Eaglewind pulled patches off of his cloak.
Sparrow's super happy. She jumps into the rowboat and is just
Mm-hmm.
sitting and just kind of like smiling, giving
Like a nice
everyone
big dog head.
puppy eyes.
Oh.
It's like, God damn it! I'm never gonna get anything useful out of this robe of useful items.
Pull another patch. Do it.
No, I'm
What
Eagle's
what
down with that shit.
what are like the robe of useless items, am I right? Yeah? Yeah?
Helga, yeah.
Anyway, sorry about the stupid fucking boat. I don't know what to tell you guys. Not my fault this time.
And that's a
Um,
sign that we need to get the fuck off this island.
How's Ulrich?
Aldrich.
Aldrich?
Nice.
I'm never gonna get it, dude.
Ah,
Okay,
close.
so I had a character who
And
had
lots of lines,
a
right? Yeah.
who had uh a
Alter
separate
ego.
disguised personality, yeah, who
Yeah.
was Ulrich.
Oh, okay.
So you think a Aldrich would, but it's like it's too close, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and not
And then in Fitzko's campaign, we kept getting that confused, right? Because he had
Ulrich.
Auric, a
Auric.
dwarf.
Ulrich, yeah.
Yep.
So it was always Ulrich and Auric moving together.
Yep. Anyway, what's all or Aldrich's reaction to the boat on the counter.
I gotta make a there. He just sighs, and because he's feeling better, he can confidently get off this stool and walk away. The guards generally like him
I'm outta here.
and salute him, so he is. Whoa, I almost made him fat there. Okay. The bartender is a little more alarmed though. Like he's like trying to figure out what to do with this giant boat.
I'll just
it-
tell the bartender Samantha can deal with this. She's the one who gave me the robe.
In other countries, it is customary to fill boats like this with food and serve it to customers.
Yeah.
Okay, deception check.
Oh, that's true fact. What are you talking about?
I will give Helga the help action with that deception check because I am proficient in deception.
I guess we could change it to persuasion, but I don't think it matters for Helga.
Could be, but do you know much about other countries? You were here as a baby, and then you lived in the wilderness.
She could have heard from somebody else.
Okay.
Either way, it's a +0.
All right, let's see it. Well, you get
Might as well
advantage.
be a performance check. How's a 2?
At advantage with Norm's help.
Oh, forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Norm will just be behind Helga with his LED screen, just like a 3D image of a boat full of food.
Nice.
10.
10. Hmm. He's like, so you're offering this to me because you're the visitors from elsewhere? This is a gift?
I
He
do
looks
not know.
inside to see if he missed any food.
Eagle Wind? I don't know. Is that what your intention was with operating this giant fucking boat on top of a bar?
I was thinking I have
All of us just passing the buck around.
what would you say? You said the custom was to place food in it as a gift.
Yes.
Not as a gift. I was referring to a sushi boat.
Like
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an offering, but yeah, sushi boat would be fun.
I've always said,
Yeah.
boats
a
of gravy, right? So,
Gravy boat. There you go.
is there any gravy nearby?
Ah, make
What kind of
make a
bar?
perception check, I guess. Like you're really looking behind. You see a lot of bottles, but they do serve food. Although that's mostly in the little pantry that you're not allowed to go back to.
They
But
got
yeah,
deep
do
fryer
a
back there. They got onion rings.
Yeah, onion rings need sauce.
Oh my god.
Net 20s.
Let's use the rest of Trent's big Ferris wheel episode to look for gravy in the bar.
Yeah, this is worth this is important. I get it, guys. That gravy. All right, you so with a natural 20. I really don't know if proper gravy
Okay.
would be there, but
Okay.
you see a very thick brown, what you assume is a liquor, called Goliath's Gravy, sitting on a shelf behind the bartender, and it's just a picture of a Goliath winking on the label.
Okay. I guess I don't have. Feel like I don't have access to that unless I go through the bartender.
Only someone had a grappling arm that could grab the bottle.
As
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Is that what your problem is? You don't want to, because it's behind him. You don't want to grab it, or
no, I want to take one of the healing potions that I
Uh-huh.
just got and say, it is my honor to represent the mainland and come to this island. To you, good sir, the best representation of this island is, you know, those of us that serve other people. I would give you this potion of healing in this vessel. Think of this rowboat as just a box, a gift box that merely this rowboat is transporting, my esteemed, honor, my opportunity of serving back those that, to those who serve. And I wink, thinking that the Goliath was onto something.
Okay. The image of the Goliath on the bottle. You think he was up to something?
He was onto something.
Onto something. Okay.
Onto.
Okay. Sure. He. When you're talking about like this is the customary like storage place for this potion, he is gonna look over the lip of the rowboat and kind of just like tip the rowboat like this, just so everyone can hear this small potion bottle just rolling around this boat. Like clearly there's so much unused space in here. And he's just trying to think why is the box that your people choose.
Custom. Been this way forever.
Thank you, I guess. And he'll be like, Bertrude, that half orc guy over here, who's like, and he's going to come over and help him sort of lift this thing back behind the bar. Actually, he's probably gonna come around the other side and get behind the bar and help him. All right, what do you guys want to do? He's accepted your gift, as strange as it is.
And then I'll just straight up say like how much for the liquor, the one with the Goliath winking.
You want that? That's been sitting there for a while. No one ever drinks Goliath's gravy.
How much for it? I think I want it.
You know what? For this generous gift, and he's like kind of forcing like, you could have this as well. And he actually looks at Gertrude and like nods, and he's gonna take the potion bottle out of the boat, put the Goliath's gravy into the boat, and they're gonna offer up the gift to you: a giant rowboat with a bottle of Goliath's gravy inside.
A single bottle.
Our gift to you.
Are you re-gifting?
In some
This is a
cultures,
different boat.
it's considered rude to regift.
Yeah. We're just like
If
nodding
we,
our heads.
If we replace all the boards on this boat, would it be the same boat? Or would that make it a different boat?
However, I am not offended by this. Thank you for upsettingly large rowboats. And I'll go grab the boat and hand the gravy to
Drag it.
Evelyn. She's gonna like loudly and half drunkenly start dragging this thing out of the bar. Back home.
All right. Fantastic.
As long as we don't explode into pamphlets as we leave, I think the bar will be okay.
You will not. There is a crunching beneath your feet, though, as you're exiting.
It's just like a loud dragging and squealing, like the wood rubbing against the stone. And
Yep. It's been a noisy night.
Norm will actually stay behind and just feverishly start picking up pamphlets off the ground.
Okay. Excellent. You can
But
add
and weird
100 pamphlets to your inventory.
Perfect.
and they're not printed on circular paper, right? They're on squares.
Oh, missed
Shit.
opportunity.
I know. Damn it. Listen, the technology's limited. Everything can't be a circle. If everything was a circle, it wouldn't be special, you know?
If everything was a circle, then nothing would be.
So, like, what's right
There it
below Ferris wheel? Like, it may be bold or like just below bold.
Balls.
It says inner tube.
Okay.
They have inner tubes, but they don't have the technology for circular pamphlets.
Different priorities here. All right. Listen, there's a lot of ocean, a lot of travel.
They don't have the technology to mass produce circular
True.
pamphlets.
Right,
True.
that's the thing. Yeah, they could painstakingly cut it if they want to, but
That's true. Yeah.
In case Helga's not aware of the custom, like that is just a gift vessel, like, the nearest trash receptacle would work, So like if you want to ditch that, like just outside the bar.
You
Like,
know, I'm the one who made up story about gifting vessel, correct?
oh, that's not a real custom.
Maybe. I don't remember. I'm a little drunk right now.
Yeah, I don't
Anyway,
wanna
my
pretend
boat
to
now,
know and
sucker.
offend. Okay.
okay.
No
Do you
take
drag
backs.
that boat all the way back to your cottage? Is that where you're staying?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a hike, but yeah, you'll drag your boat back there. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm cleaning until sleep time.
Oh, right.
And then I'll
Yes, yes,
just
yes.
sentries rest, like near a wall in the bar.
How
Very
full
good.
is the Goliath's gravy?
It is like untouched. I would say it's still sealed. Not a popular choice. The marketing was all wrong.
Okay. I'll take a swig.
Oh boy. um yes, I actually when I made this item now, I thought about what the effect was going to be. And okay. That is fine. You just right now you are just like hit with like it almost feels like a Goliath punched you in the face. It's just like, whoa, that is some strong stuff. Just one swig is just like, whew. That's it. No other
Eagle.
effects besides just like increased drunkenness right now.
Okay. Eagle would just sort of, I guess, maybe stumble a little bit, but he would go like very, very quiet, just slipping it back into his backpack and
Mm-hmm.
just saying, "I'll save that for later," and then go quiet. So
Okay. All right.
did that.
So you guys, yeah, the day's pretty much done. This is the evening. You're pretty wiped out because you did travel. You did hike across the island, kill a bunch of hags, hike all the way back. Yeah, you're all beat. So you sleep. As for Eaglewind, you have some crazy dreams, and there's one dream that like really stands out to you. You are you are in this. I don't know why this is the first thing I thought of, but this is what I okay. You're in this bathhouse of sorts, and there's this really steamy room up ahead. And it's like inviting, like it's well lit in there as far as you can see, but just like you can't. It's all obscured by the steam. And this giant muscular Goliath walks by you, and he's wearing just a tiny towel, and he puts a hand on your shoulder, and he winks, and then he walks forward into the steam room, turns around, and goes like this, and then disappears into the cloud. What do you do in this dream?
Well, Eagle is in the nude and in the bathhouse,
Obviously.
but he
Yeah.
has his blue hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what gender is the Goliath? You said male.
Kidding. I would it's a dream. So I would say you saw a really muscular Goliath. Did you like that or not?
No.
Okay. as it walked into the mist and turned around to face you, it like still jacked, like just huge, but it sprouted breasts and now looks much more effeminate, and does this to you with some lovely painted nails. It's a dream. It's gonna shape itself around your desires, I guess.
I see. I see. I feel like Eagle would just stand there frozen, even in the dream, just be like,
Okay.
he's not gonna have a wet dream. He's just gonna be like, he's like
I'm not
gonna
saying that's gonna
become
happen.
self-aware. He's be like, I'm not doing any of this.
Okay.
Well, whatever it is. Yeah.
Totally unrelated to that comment. I will be right back. I felt like I needed to say that before I just walked away.
Okay, so you are gonna let the dream pass, and the bathhouse just kind of slowly starts to dissolve around you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is fine.
I think there's wisdom. The way Eagle wakes up with like a wisdom of like at least convincing himself, if it's not actual wisdom, but like some fog and some, storylines you don't go to,
Sure, I
They
totally
just
understand.
stand firm.
I will say this: when you wake up, besides having like a pounding headache, because like that hangover like really hurts, there is something strange about you. But you kind of get the sense that this is like probably a much more diminished version of the results if maybe you pursued the dream farther. Uh, which arm do you use? Are you
I just
right-handed?
right-handed, I think.
Okay, your right arm is now just like swollen and jacked. Like it is huge. Like I don't know, are you wearing tight clothing or is it like loose robes or something? Can we even see that you're just like have a massive arm right now?
Yeah, he has like a loose, puffy kind of shirt. It's like kind of undershirt, like average
Okay.
kind of tunic kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, you look down and it's just like barely seems like your arm right now. Just this massive muscular arm.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go over to the strength game.
Maybe. Okay. So, everyone else sleeps pretty soundly, I'm assuming. You're not getting any visits in your dreams by the night hag that you let escape. Although I did think about that for a bit, but she's probably lying low. She's gonna stay away. Oh, also, never mind. You took her stone. One of you has her stone that lets her even become ethereal. So she's just in another plane right now. All right. So we're now back in the plaza. I think I'll spare us having to jump here for the map. And I'll just say that you're there in the plaza. The fumigators are gone. Like they took care of stuff yesterday evening. And otherwise, it's morning, and you do notice that like more ships are arriving, like ships that are bringing cargo, ships that are bringing more people of sorts, like some special workers as well as more armor-clad soldiers. Um, with with like slightly more impressive armor. Like it seems like we're getting ready, we're suiting things up, so a little tougher looking. And Samantha will come up to you guys and she'll say, "Hey, my favorite gang of people. We have another job for you today. Uh, I'm not sure if any of you have seen this before." And she holds up a pamphlet that has a circle on it.
Yes, Norm spent a vast majority of his night last night picking up garbage just like this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you see it the way we at the park see it. We do think this is garbage, and we've let it happen for a while now, and they kind of kept to themselves, not a big deal. But the thing is, they're all camped out around that Ferris wheel, and that is one of the major attractions here at the park. I mean, um, you can well, no, probably not from where you are, but from certain points in the park, you can see it over top the trees. I mean, Helga, you probably have seen it out that way. Do you ever climb up trees or cliffs around your home?
And do I ever go out of my way to shake fist at giant iron structure? Yes, I do.
Yes, it's just
Mm-hmm.
towering out of the woods. You know, great. So you know exactly what we're talking about and where to find it. Um,
We will assist you in taking down giant structure. Absolutely.
that's ooh, that would be a very costly endeavor, and we do not want that. No, no, no. We would like you guys to just encourage the group gathered there to leave. And I'm not one that's going to encourage violence, but uh, Aldrich and the others seem a little pushy about it. But if you can find a way to just get them out of here, they weren't here forever. It seems to me that they're pretty nomadic and migratory, and so if you could just usher them along to the next island or wherever they want to preach, that would be fantastic.
How would you feel about us simply changing the shape of Big Dumb Wheel?
I don't understand what shape are you um suggesting?
Uh, Anything else but circle.
Anything else but circle? Well, I'm not an engineer, but and she'll look over at Hootenheim and be like, "But isn't a circle the best way to operate a Ferris wheel?" Hootenheim?
um, yes, that would be the most optimal way to design it.
Okay. Well, that's from the mouth of the engineer, so I think we have to keep it that way. So sorry, Helga. We can plant some higher trees around it so you won't have to look at it from your home. I promise you.
Uh, well, okay. It's just trying to be creative, but perhaps not my forte.
Um, I think Widget will actually have an idea. Um, he'll have, I guess I'll call it a flash of genius. And he'll
Okay.
think back to last night when we were taking bites out of the circular food. So maybe you can
Okay.
maintain the circular integrity of the machine, but you can give it the appearance of having like wedges or slices taken out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that it doesn't have this, it doesn't look like just a circle. But that might be
Oh,
more of an idea for when we get there.
okay. Well, yeah. As long as we don't sacrifice the safety of the ride, I'm sure a um, partially complete wheel would be fine if it can still be operational. But that's the big thing. Once you do whatever you have to it, get it back online and get get those people out of there. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Great.
So are we getting the task is getting the circle people off of the Ferris wheel?
Yep. They're gathered around the Ferris wheel, and they need to get booted off the island. They're becoming too much, and the coexistence is over.
Gotcha.
All right. Before you head out, is there anything you want to do?
Nope.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, fantastic. Let's let me jump to that map first to make sure I have everything where I need it to be.
Oh, did we? I assume we took a long rest.
You did, yes, sorry. Long rest, guys. Okay. You guys are now gonna move. And you I don't have you down here yet. So you walk through the forest. First along the beaches though, and ocean to your right, trees to your left, and you do pass that lighthouse again. Is there anything you want to do at the lighthouse? Since you were so interested last time?
Nope.
Well, I know we had
I
to
think we got it
escape
all out.
last time. so,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. And when you look over, it doesn't look like anything has changed with the lighthouse. Anyway, so you are going to walk on, and Kylie is not with you, and neither is Everett. They have been given other tasks, or rather, Kylie didn't report for work. Everett did, but they gave him something else to do that I have not decided what it's going to be yet. Probably something really embarrassing, though.
Old digging.
Yeah. Okay, and now you guys are going to go to here. Okay. And you walk into it's forested, it's like you're walking through wilderness, but then eventually it opens up into this little campsite, and there are tents and lights, and it is just aromatic and beautiful. And you see people. And I'm gonna say that I don't have all the icons here, but you see that there are like people that you assume are from like Bright Shore or maybe from the working for the park because they have like coveralls and things on. But they are just like kind of blissed out, like lying around, kind of rolling in the flowers, and like kind of just like laughing to themselves and just like at peace. And this girl over here sees you guys, you walk in, and she
Yes, high on
says,
ayahuasca.
"Hi, everybody. My
Hmm.
name is Ellie. That's ELLE. So it's spelled the same way, forward and backwards. Everything's a circle. Praise be the great circle. Are you here to join our beautiful family?"
No.
"Oh, I see. Well, are you curious then about what we're all about? Have you read our pamphlet?"
No.
Helga is just like really, really thoroughly rubbing her temples and forehead in disbelief and anger right now.
Um, I will say also, shit, that's not here, is it? Good, thank God. Okay. I will say, you don't see it here in the map, but like just north above the tree line is the Ferris, right? Made out of iron Ferris wheel. And it is like decorated with like the same sort of flowers and other pretty little things. Like you can tell they've just kind of claimed it and have made it this sort of like beautiful natural. I mean, it's still metal, but it's like they decorate it as like an altar of sorts, and it's right there ahead of you.
I do have a question for you, Al. Uh, w- what how flammable are the flowers? Would you say on a scale of 1 being not flammable and 10 being would catch on like wildfire and cause problems?
Oh well, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I assume they burn just as much as any other plants burn, but that's the beautiful thing, isn't it? There's a forest fire, things are destroyed, but then out of those ashes comes something new and beautiful. Everything is a cycle in nature.
Oh, so you're really big into rebirth. Interesting. Perhaps you and everyone else here can participate in a giant rebirth ceremony.
A giant but we already have our ceremonies. I mean, we have the baptism that we undergo at each of the 90 degrees of the Great Circle Path.
Right, but imagine a world where
Imagine.
everybody gets together on giant wheel, and then you are all born again together at the same time through the power of this circle.
Can I
Oh.
give guidance to Helga?
Sure. Persuasion check.
Guided in before the check. Yes. Yeah, I think Helga wants to see everything burn.
How's an 8? That's on brand for Helga.
You know, I really admire where
Out
your
of
head is at.
curiosity, what's the number to convince everybody to jump on a Ferris wheel and kill themselves? Like what's the DC
They
there?
want them to kill themselves? Oh my god, I didn't think about that. I thought you wanted them to be reborn in like a new religion or something, is where you were going with that.
No, I was gonna light the Ferris wheel on fire and throw him in the fucking ocean.
It's still metal. I mean, it's
Yeah.
okay. Well, yes.
Helga's gonna watch
Like
this
that's
world
even
burn.
beyond like like command monster can't even do that. Like 6 levels.
Yeah, I don't. If they knew that that was your plan for them, you would not be able to convince them.
See, I almost convinced you. You just really didn't know what was happening. You just
I
speaking
didn't.
vague,
We would have
dumb
all
religious terms.
we would all climb on that Ferris wheel, assuming that it was just gonna like spin once, and now like we come out a new person. But you were gonna burn them. It's like Norm wants to say
Uh,
something.
I had Hootheim unscrew a couple screws and push that bad boy in.
It'd be like the end of the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie where they're all fighting on the giant wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Anyway, so that goes terribly as you would expect, but
Norm
Yes.
is gonna
She's not mad,
off
though.
that, and just
Mhm.
trying to just like keep Helga above water here. He's gonna try and pivot to a different persuasion. He's gonna say, or probably in the realm of deception now, because it's gonna be a lie. He's gonna say, "Oh yes, aren't you talking about the circle of the gods on the mainland, Helga?"
of
The circle.
course.
There's a
Yes. Go ahead.
there's a like a bigger one of this on the mainland.
Yes. It's called the Circle of the Gods. It's a large stone in the shape of a perfect circle. It's in the center of the
I see.
continent.
Emphasis on the word perfect circle.
Oh,
No
that is
diameters are longer than any of the others.
correct. I see. That sounds really remarkable. But it's in the center of the continent. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been on the continent. You know, I came here when I was a little girl, living in Bradshaw, before I came over here and joined the inner circle. But if I recall, the continent, that would be quite the trip to get from eastern coast to the center.
You know,
And isn't there bad stuff on
we
the
have a
continent?
spinning magical device
Is
that can take you
any-
all straight there if you're willing.
A spinning magical hat. It'll take me to the continent?
And it spins in a circle.
That's exciting. That's fun. And as this conversation is happening, this woman up here starts to like slowly walk over to you. She won't fully go there, but she's getting closer so as to hear you. And I'll also say that a couple others have appeared as well. There are these two. Move them. They come out of this tent, giggling with each other, like, you know, they were probably up to something. These hippies. Why can't I? Hang on. Okay. She will happily take your your hat if you're offering to send her right to this. Actually, no. Give me the deception check first. You didn't roll for that yet, Norm. And then we'll see if she's going to take your hat and, as you say, teleport to this holy site in the center of the continent.
Ellie, where's Aragorn?
Be a 25.
A 25. Oh my God! I'm just I'm just an initiate. I'm pretty early on in this process, but but maybe this is it. Maybe the gods are telling me that I'm ready for like the big times. You know?
Just
Uh,
think of it.
and-
Perfectly round, massive, glowing golden stone circle in the middle of a
it's
Jura.
glowing and golden and stone. Oh my God! It's
the
so many
circle
things
of
in
the
one.
gods.
That sounds majestic. Please, give me the hat. What do I do? How do I use it?
Well, first, should we see if any of your campmates want to go?
You want to wait for this woman to walk up to you?
Not a lot of use in teleporting one person. If we can get more.
Yeah, maybe I blew my 25 way too early. All my low deception rolls are gonna happen once everybody starts gathering around.
Hi, Ellie. Who are your friends? Oh, hi. Everyone. This is the leader of our campsite. Her name is Izzy. Izzi. So it's spelled the same backwards and forwards like one big circle. And who do I have the pleasure of meeting? And she looks at all of you.
I'm Norm. I hail from the Circle of the Gods in the mainland.
Oh, I see. The Circle of the Gods. And do tell me again what is that exactly?
It is a big circle. Perfect circle. Glowing. Made of stone.
Hmm.
It's
Well, I don't know
godly.
if Ellie told you this, but I'm what we call an Eternal. I have made the full 360 degrees, and I've been on the mainland before coming here, and I don't remember there being a Circle of the Gods.
It's new.
It's new. Interesting.
Yes.
Deception check. How high can your deception check even get? It can get to like a 28, maybe with
Get to 28, yeah.
get some guidance thrown in there or something.
It's 23.
Let's see. It's pretty good. It's not gonna be good enough for her though. She's intrigued by this. She goes, I really don't think this Circle of the Gods exists yet, but maybe one day it will, when we have new acolytes amongst us who can go to the mainland and spread the word of the Great Circle.
Why would you not do it yourself? Are you too lazy?
Alas, I have done my work on the mainland, and I have traveled to a number of places, but I can tell that I am meant to be here to spread the word and to lead these sheep. And she gestures at a lot of the people around you that are like drugged up and just kind of like, like whoo, like rolling around the flowers and all that.
Going to be honest, it sounds like you're saying you're lazy with extra steps.
I'll say this as well. Helga, how about you? No, who's talking to her? Like, are you guys exactly where you are right there?
Yeah.
Or is someone like actually going up to like talk to her? You guys are kind of keeping your distance. That's fair. Okay, never mind then. So,
I was gonna say,
if you didn't come
are
here
flowers appearing in Helga's hair?
flowers are not appearing in Helga's hair. They're all wearing flowers though. They all have like beautiful circle lays around them and all that. So, you all came here, clearly not to join us, which is sad. You are more than welcome to change your mind or just enjoy us for the day and see if this lifestyle is right for you? Or did you come with some other motive?
I wanted everybody to get on giant circle together and all transition into next life together, but I don't know.
Get
Helga
on the
suddenly.
get on the circle together. That is a holy and sacred site. You can go up to it and pray if you'd like, but no, we should not climb it.
Not
Oh, fuck.
unlike
Oh,
the Circle of the Gods in the middle of the mainland.
so if I were to climb big giant wheel, what would happen to me?
Oh my god. Well, I mean, we aren't violent people. We are not fighters. We won't hurt you, but we will try to discourage you from doing that.
Oh, it's the lazy thing. I get it. That makes sense. This is why everybody in bed at midday.
It's Oh, you mean in these beds of flowers? Well, yes, they'll come out of it soon enough. It's just we have some potent drugs around here that just kind of like help to alleviate some stress, relax the mind.
It once again sounds like being lazy with extra steps. Anyway, I'm going to a climb wheel now. Goodbye. And Helga's gonna start just stomping off towards the Ferris wheel.
Okay.
Uh, I forgot almost. Uh,
You're weird again?
well, yes, yeah. I'm glad that I'm moving into that territory. No, the last time we long rested, I forgot that I redid my spells. Like I re-prepared my spells. Um,
Oh, okay.
I want to drop a zone of truth.
Okay. Can you link Zone of Truth again so I can remember how this operates?
Like obviously that's gonna make it much harder for me to lie to them. But I think I want to try a different thing. If the Circle of the Gods is not working for her,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try a different thing. So I need a charisma saving throw from everybody within 60 feet of me.
Okay. That is fair.
Jesus.
60 feet. Hang on. How many of these people do you get? So it's you. So you are the okay.
Yep. Everybody. I'm taking everybody.
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing over there. Don't look. Okay. Yeah.
It's a DC 13.
A DC 13.
Yep.
Okay. Let me do some of these rolls then.
If it gets everybody, if everybody saves except for Helga and Eaglewind, I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay. We're gonna start with Ellie.
Hell yeah.
Ellie's gonna fail.
I don't really care about Ellie though.
Okay.
I
Izzy.
I only want Izzy.
Izzy is going to
God
succeed.
damn it. No. That's the one I needed. Alright.
Back there, there is this girl. Let's see. She's gonna fail. And there is this man. And he's gonna fail. What does the Zone of Truth do? Oh, you linked it right for me?
Yeah, on a
Oh,
failed
you-
save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie well within the radius. You know whether a creature succeeds or fails on the save. An
Okay.
affected creature is aware that the spell is active and can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive yet must be truthful.
Okay.
And it lasts for 10 minutes. So everybody failed except for the one that I really wanted. Neat. Neat. And they're all just gonna not answer my questions because they'll just evade all my questions. Okay. And they all know that I just cast a spell on them.
Correct.
I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna call out to Helga and just tell her to keep going and climb up the Ferris wheel.
Okay, couldn't stop me if you tried.
And I will look back at Ellie,
Uh-huh.
and I am going to ask her, do you truly believe that Izzy cares about you?
Yes, of course. I mean, I literally left my family in Bradshaw to be here.
Go and
Do
do
you think
drugs.
do, do you think your family thinks that Izzy cares about you?
I mean, my family was reluctant for me to leave them like this, but I know this is best for my soul. And they never directly met Izzy anyway. I went back a few times to hand out pamphlets and trying to convince them to join the cause, but they weren't for it.
And
Sadly.
that hard C of cause was so close to the word cult.
Not saying it.
Uh, Ellie, what is your cause?
My cause is to feel connected to everyone and everything in this world. And I can only do that through the teachings of the inner circle. Praise be to the great circle.
Man, I really wish
Yes,
Izzy had
I'm gonna go.
failed.
I'm gonna go. I'm
Izzy's
gonna
gonna be
fucking.
like,
I'm
okay.
gonna piss on your circle.
Okay, are you making a beeline for the circle?
Do it.
She's not like sprinting, but she's
Uh-huh.
like haughtily walking deliberately with purpose towards the wheel.
Okay. Anna and Nolan. Oh, you don't know their names. Sorry. These two. Never mind.
Of course, his
I
name
see their
is
names
Nolan.
under there. It's Nolan, so it's spelled same backwards and forward.
Well, that means that guy can't be named Aragorn because that's not a palindrome.
Mm.
Hmm.
You're
Damn it.
correct. Hawaiian Aragorn?
Hawaiian
Yeah, it's gonna,
Aragorn.
I don't think it's gonna quite work out that way.
No,
Um,
believe it.
all right. As you walk up to them, they're going to try to stop you. Are you gonna push poor little Anna out of the way?
How little is poor little Anna?
She's young. She's like Ellie, kind of.
I will
Is
shout
she?
out. Uh,
Go ahead.
do you two think that you can really stand up to this beast of a woman?
Um,
They're in a zone of truth. Do
they
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 think
they
you can?
are, they are. Anna is gonna say, um, you mean Izzy? I never want to stand up to Izzy. She's our leader. And Nolan is gonna just nod his head.
I will turn to Izzy immediately and say, Anna basically just called you a beast, so
Izzy is
trust broken.
unfazed by any of that.
Hmm.
Um,
So my question to your question was, is
uh-huh.
she? So she's like like a small teenager, I'm guessing. Is she like in any way, shape, or possibility an issue for Helga? Like, if she like wrapped herself like around my legs, I feel like Helga could just keep walking.
You could, yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Nolan is a little more muscular.
Yeah, look at fucking neck, man. Got
Yeah,
a beanstalk neck.
I would say you have to do a contested like strength check or something with Nolan to push him out of the way.
Uh, I'm just gonna keep walking, and I guess let him try and bear hug me and stop me if he needs to.
Yep, he's gonna try to do just that.
All right.
Just gonna roll the d20 over here, and then I'll tell you what the modifier is. Oh. Well, okay.
First good roll of the night, guys.
Yeah. And so he got a nat 20, but it's not like, but this is just that means nothing, right? Because we're not trying to hit anything. And he only has despite his thick neck, he only has a +2 to strength. So
Oh man.
he has a 22. So you win, and you shove him aside. And yeah, we'll say that Anna's grabbing onto you, but you are carrying her now. Izzy sees this and says, "Don't go any farther. It's dangerous to get too close to the wheel."
Okay. Whatever, lady.
Okay.
She got.
Walk farther north.
If it's so dangerous, how did you put flowers on it? Guess you didn't think about that. Goodbye.
Okay. Stop. So stop there. I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Might be dangerous, guys. Oh, there's a natural one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
this
going
is
to be,
perfect.
pretty rough, actually. Okay. Let's roll this. I don't think you're gonna see this number, but I'll tell you what it is. All right. You're gonna take 35 psychic damage.
Dang.
Good job.
And I need you to also roll a d4 for me. Two. Okay. You are currently memory drained, and so all your ability checks have a -2 on it right
Okay.
now.
Damn,
Do
too
you,
bad. Too bad that didn't happen before Nolan tried to fucking grab me.
you pushed past him. They tried to keep you from going there. Izzy's like, "Are you okay?"
I I visualize Helga just like hitting whatever this barrier is and just folding like a fucking pancake, just like her feet just tying to the ground and face planting.
Anna, Nolan, help her, please. They are going to come over here quickly. Actually, Anna's still attached to you, so she'll detach, and
Oh,
they're
yeah, what
going
happened to
to.
Anna? Is she okay?
She's fine.
Okay.
They are going to carry you over here just to this tent, so you're like a little bit in the shade. And Anna's gonna come over and like get a cup of water and like splash it on your face, and they're like tending to you.
I didn't piss myself, you pissed in my pants.
Anna goes into the tent and comes out with a change of pants, but they're much too small for you. So she goes in and grabs a pair of Nolan's pants and offers them to you.
Stop peeing in my pants.
Now, you must understand the power of this wheel. This is truly the sight of the gods.
Can I perceive any technological Oh no, I'm super dumb. Never mind. I would not be able to. My -2 modifier is not going to let me perceive anything technological. Never mind.
Okay. She is going to say, if you follow the rules here, you'll have a very comfortable time. Like we mean to make you feel like you're home. We are all family here. And she gestures again to the people that are drooling and rolling around, to Ellie, to the ones that are currently nursing Helga. And you can be part of this family too, if you so desire. We can keep you safe. And she's gonna actually close her eyes and be like, in fact, I feel there's someone truly great among you. And she's gonna kind of like cast her hand over. You don't feel, it's no spells, no magic, nothing like that. You don't feel anything tingling. But she stops at Hootenheim. She's like,
It's
you, sir,
Paragon.
you. Long ago, there were these things called paragons.
They were retconned in the main timeline, but they somehow still exist here.
You. I feel like your greatness can truly be awakened if you join the inner circle.
Describe the greatness that would awaken.
A sense of completeness, connection to all things in this world. You realize that you are not so different from the flowers, the trees.
So would I drool a lot or a little?
The drooling is not part of the process. I mean, I didn't drool when I was first initiated as a child. Ellie here didn't drool. Did you, Ellie? Nope, certainly didn't. I was just baptized, the water felt a little chilly and cold, and then I was here with my family. And that's it.
What about me stood out to you?
There is just this light about you, and those eyes are just so damn circular.
Okay. I think after hearing something like that, my eyes would like perk up like that.
Mhm.
She knows just what to say to make him even more circular.
Yeah, apparently.
All the right
You
stuff.
know, I've always had a bit of a feeling about that. And then I'll do the full head rotation like a circle.
And Ellie's
Oh.
like, 360 degrees. Is it? That's 360. It's like, that it is, Ellie. That it is. You might be the next prophet we've been waiting for.
I think it's actually starting to I think I'm starting to believe it a little bit.
Well, then, would you please come this way? Let us baptize you so you can officially join the fold. All of you are welcome to be baptized. If you're baptized, we'll even let you see the beautiful Ferris wheel.
So you're saying that you'll let us see the Ferris wheel. So is this machination you're doing?
We, it, they, them. Did you not understand that all things are connected in the Great Circle?
But not Helga.
Helga was not yet initiated. We pray at the circle every morning at dawn. Ellie's like, that's right. I sometimes had trouble waking up early, but my brothers and sisters, they kind of jostle me awake. And yeah, we go and pray. We do some yoga sometimes in front of the circle. It's a beautiful thing.
It's because you're lazy.
Um, I'll at least go take a look at the. Is it the pool in the middle where they do the baptism?
Sure. Yep, it is.
I'll at least go
She'll follow you
investigate
over to the
that.
pool's edge so you can take a look at it if you want.
Yeah, I'll fly over it just to get a close look at the surface without, not being able to be pushed in or anything.
Sure.
Do I notice anything on the surface or in the water?
No, and I would say it is crystal clear, this water. It is clean and beautiful. You see like the stones at the bottom, little plants here and there. Some like small fish, but it's like definitely just like a wading pool, you know? It's pretty deep, I guess we could say,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, nothing's gonna grow too big in there.
Uh,
But the water looks clean and clear. Do you want to drink
I'd
it?
like to cast Detect Magic.
Sure. There's
Alright,
no
what do I
rules for that, right? You
see?
just
Yeah, I'm just using
you
a
do
slot
not
to cast
see
it as an action.
you do not see anything magical about the water. It's literally water.
Yeah. Well, I guess it can't hurt if it'll maybe let me get past that barrier. I could try a baptism.
All right. And the others, would you care to be baptized as well?
No.
Izzy frowns at that. That is your choice. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. What was it again? You said your name was
Norm.
Norm. If your name was, if you were reborn, you could be Norn, N-R-N, spelled forward and backwards the same way. But that's okay, Norm. You may stay just as you are. And you, sir, and she gestures at Eaglewind. I can tell that you are already a man of spiritual prowess.
My name's Eagle, and it is read in a line. It's very linear.
I see. Well, Eagle looks like it. No. Never mind. I tried. Well, you no longer have to be Eagle. We allow all of our initiates to adopt new names when they first enter the fold. And you would all just be initiates, by the way. I mean, you don't have to go any further than that. There are other steps one must take, like there's the great pilgrimage around the circumference of the island. That's very important. There's outreach efforts, obviously prayer. But to just be blessed by the Great Circle is all you need to approach our shrine. And she gestures back at that gorgeous towering wheel.
Eagle would look down to Sparrow, the dog, and
Mhm.
he believes that they should baptize Sparrow. Don't you
Hey,
think? Don't you think her soul should be saved?
um, of course, of course. Sparrow may join as well. It's definitely a first for us, but all things are connected. Animals, plants, mankind.
True.
Ellie, why don't you help Sparrow with his baptism? Yes, ma'am, I can do that. And Ellie's going to come over and escort Sparrow over to the pond. And Eagle, would you care to be baptized? As he holds out a hand to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. You can walk up there to her, or you look very comfortable. I'll move your token for it.
Oh, thanks.
No, you're good. Do me. Oh, you will have to do me a
This
favor though.
freaking cat. Yeah.
If you would, roll a perception check for me. And actually, roll it at disadvantage too. Sorry to be that guy, but
Disadvantage. Okay.
oh, is that the? Okay. Um. Yeah. You are just surrounded by the smell of all these beautiful blossoms and flowers. Uh, and this is nature. You know, I think you love this stuff, don't you? You love the stars, but it's all nature.
Mm-hmm.
She allows you to kind of crouch down by the pool, and it's just very, very gentle. And you hear her mumble that same chant: the round and round the circle spins, no start, no end, when time begins. And with each line, she kind of like just puts water on your forehead. And then she says, "Would you like a new name, Brother Eagle?"
Can I wild shape?
You want to just
At the
wild
same at the same
Wait,
time that Izzy
wait them
suggests that
out.
I've been rebirthed.
I was wondering when a Bradism was gonna drop. I was
Sure.
we
You
were
can
overdue.
you can wild shape. What are you gonna wild shape into?
Incredible.
What am I gonna wild shape into? Let me take a look real quick. Something aquatic here. But I'm trying to do it to make them think like the rebirth is happening. Like literally, right? Like in
Oh,
front of their
okay.
eyes.
Yeah.
So what's the CR I could use?
Level 8.
Okay, I could do a CR of 1 or lower.
What are you gonna wild shape into?
Giant toad.
Giant toad. Is that a large creature? I'm
Yeah, large beast. Yeah.
just gonna make you like this. Okay. Oh, this is a first. And Ellie's like, "Oh my God, that's miraculous. Look at all those beautiful circular warts on that body." And Izzy nods. "This is truly a divine gift. You are special." Would you like a new name, Brother Toad?
Can I like ribbit out like because I think they can speak now, and
Yep, they can.
so wild shape I can speak. Frogorf. Frogorf.
Uh, that's also very, very quick. He just like whipped up a. I guess you thought the word frog, and I was like, okay, what would be
And
the
then I
word for
just
this one?
add
But
like
Frogorf works.
Frogger. Yeah. Frogorf.
Brother
I
Frogorf,
croak it. Yeah, I croak the word Frogorf.
welcome
Frogorf.
to the inner circle. And Norm, do you too wish to possibly change shape like your friend here?
I've rethought, and yes,
That is wonderful. Come over here, Norm. Or if you'd like, and she'll also comment on. Oh shoot, who was the one that's up there? Not Nolan. Anna. Anna, you could help as well. Anna's gonna also go to a water's edge.
Please take the shape of toaster once you enter the water.
Okay, who's gonna go to whom?
I'm gonna go to Anna.
I'm going to Izzy.
Okay. You go to Anna, and Anna's she crouches down with you. She looks a little uneasy because you are a machine and it's water. She also doesn't quite know where your head is. She like kind of lifts the dragon hood up and then sort of sees like, okay, this must be it. And she also has to like pull out a little piece of paper that has the prayer written down on it because she still doesn't quite have it memorized yet. But she does the same thing, and she blesses you. You feel the cold water, and she asks you, "Do you want another name?"
I'll say, do you want another name? Zone of Truth,
I
Anna.
am. Oh,
Zone of Truth, Anna.
yeah. You know what? We only had one shot at it, and I'm not very smart or creative, and so I picked Anna because it was brief. But like, God, what a stupid name, right?
It's not the best.
No, it's not. But you can pick one better.
Tell you what, Anna. I'll call myself Anna, so you're forced to choose a better name.
And you see for a moment, just like her eyes, like well up with a little bit of tears, and she just. And Izzy overhears then goes, "Ah, so you are Anna, Anna. Wonderful, Norm." And Anna's like, "Damn it," because she's Ana. So she still has her name, and you are now Anna with two N's.
As I come out of the water, I'm gonna release my weird.
Okay,
and
you're
it
not
is
in the
gonna
water.
burst.
You're crouching beside the water. It's like
Oh,
it's like a baby baptism, not like a full
Gotcha.
submersion thing.
So after I'm baptized,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and replicate as closely as I can what Eaglewind did, like the timing of his transformation.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna have my weird pop out of my canister in my back
Mhm.
and just like flail around, just like a big hand made of ball bearings, just like,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna start screaming.
They're looking at the shape of those ball bearings, and they are intrigued.
God damn it!
It's an almost sexual experience for them, but they're impressed. They're like, "Woo,
So
wow!"
many circles, so many.
Hootenheim,
Yes.
roll a perception check, please.
Also at disadvantage.
At
Or no?
disadvantage. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a nat 1, so a 5.
Yeah, all seems good. I mean, you're probably almost wondering like what's gonna happen to you, seeing all your all these reactions from your crew. I'll say that
Apparently I'm
Helga's
special.
also kind of started to come to, I think, at this point. But you're probably just kind of sitting there with a cold compress on your head. The
Okay.
muscular Nolan is beside you, tending to you. And I'll say they even give you a healing potion. I don't remember what that is exactly, but take a healing potion right now. Like just
Two
pop the cork
two
and
D4 plus
drink
2.
it. That's it. Yeah, take 2d4 plus 2. Um, Same thing. She recites the poem beautifully, and she puts the water on your head, and she says, "Well, our prophet, how do you feel?" And I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I?
Okay.
Hold on. Can I cast protection from poison on?
You can. It's. I don't. You don't think you know anything's coming. It's
Okay.
not. I mean, this is also like a pretty serene, peaceful moment.
I guess. Yeah. I
Um,
guess I'm not in the. I won't
the good
mitigate
news
that.
is, nothing happens.
As expected.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I will say that what you do notice, even though your perception was shit before, is that she's like, "How do you
Really?
feel, our
Shit
prophet?"
perception with perfectly round eyeballs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. After she asks, "How do you feel, our prophet?" you notice that she kind of like frowns a little bit, but she still waits for your answer.
I'll say I feel fine, but I think I've chosen a name.
Really? What is your new name?
I would like my name to be Who, as in HOOH, because not only is it read the same forward and backward, it can be read the same flipped on any axis and rotated 180 degrees.
You truly are our prophets. Hallelujah. Praise be the great circle. And now, for the first time, you see her pull out her own pendant and kind of kiss it and look up. And as she kisses the pendant, it kind of sparks a little bit against her lips. And she puts it back down beneath all of her lace and stuff.
Did it spark when the other guy kissed his?
No.
Okay.
And I would like my name to be Race Car.
I can't believe nobody chose Taco Cat. It's criminal.
Oh no!
I mean,
Oh wait,
you could
isn't
still choose to be
technically
baptized,
isn't
though.
Andrew's character Tabaxi?
Uh,
I think he is, right? It's
On-
like a
on
human
pa-
icon.
on paper, he's a tabaxi, yeah.
Okay. He could be Taco Cat. If he ever comes back to our game.
Mhm.
But anyway.
What's Sparrow's name? What's the dog's name?
Anna with 3 N's.
His name could be Rougher.
Hey.
That works. It kind of looks like your Frogorf.
There you go.
Although Barcarb is also fun. Barcarb.
Barcarb.
Your choice. What would you like?
Barkerb.
He's your dog.
I'll go with Barkerb.
Barkerb. Okay.
Barkerb.
Barkerb's reborn.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah.
But
A respectable name.
Bob Barker Bob. Yeah, that's what you'd have to do. So
Bob Barcar Bob. Hilarious.
And now you're all initiates.
Barkerb.
Well,
Barkerb, that's what
except
it is. Sorry.
for-
Sorry.
And she gestures over across the way at Helga.
Hey, fuck you,
And no-
lady.
Okay, Nolan was going to see if you were interested, but after that, Nolan's like, oh, oop.
Do actually want to look and see. Can I? Can I cast a spell? And by cast a spell, I mean beckon a animal to come to my side.
I mean, what's the spell?
It is summon beast.
Sure.
I would like to find a bird and summon him to me. And Helgo's gonna start plotting with this bird to go and poop
Okay.
on the Ferris wheel.
Sure. So
Yeah.
you're talking to the bird?
Yep.
In avian? Or common? Or
I do speak bird folk. I don't. That's not avian. If I have to, I'll burn a spell slot to do speak with animals.
I say the bird can understand. You can sign language your way to.
Oh,
tell it to
it,
go poop on the
it
thing.
understands the languages I know.
Oh, okay, great. So Nolan's there though, watching you look at this bird. What language do you want to pick?
We'll do bird folk. It seems
Okay.
relevant.
Okay.
I'll just chirp at the bird.
He does not know
Same.
bird folk. Probably shocks you.
I'll simply say, "All right."
Okay.
They've
Oh.
they've
The
they've
poop on
they've,
the-
they've they've taken over everyone in the party. Everybody is now infected by the dumb that is this cult. We have one last job before I go home and forget I ever did this dumb shit. I
What?
need you. I need you to go fly up and find the big wheel and relieve yourself on it. Just open up that cloaca and just empty everything out.
Okay, I can do that. And the bird flies over the trees. You see it fly up above the Ferris wheel, and right as it drops like a turd, and the turd hits the Ferris wheel, you just see a bolt just whack it out of the sky, like shooting up from the trees, and the bird just explodes into feathers.
Like a lightning bolt or like a crossbow bolt?
Crossbow bolt, sorry, crossbow.
Okay.
bow.
I was imagining a divine smiting of this bird. Okay. Well, mission accomplished, guys. Go home.
If you'd like, we're gonna have a celebratory feast to honor your newfound membership. Anna, Ellie, go and gather the best foods you can find. They will happily
Can I
nod and agree,
suggest a
and they're going to
dessert?
gather delicious fruits and such. What'd you say?
Can I suggest a dessert?
Oh, sure. Who?
I think we should have pie.
Oh my God, your ideas are just remarkable. We have been lost without your teachings. Yes, yes. Let's have some pie.
Actually, we should do 2 pie because that's the amount of radians in a full circle.
She's like falling in love now, practically, but you can't do that because you are like someone sacred.
I get
Because
that
you're
a lot.
absolutely right. 2 pies. Make that 2 pies, Ellie. And she is going to sort of like fawn over you a bit. Like she'll kind of stay close to you, it seems. Even though I am the ranking member here, I must say that you bring so much wisdom. Who I have much to learn. I feel like the Great Circle has put you in my path for a reason. Everything you know, I want to know it too. Teach me.
Okay.
And she'll actually even gesture. There is like over here in one of these tents. It's like a little makeshift like a schoolroom.
Okay.
And she will happily sit at a bench and await your instruction. Meanwhile, for the rest of you, if you want to do that, Ellie will be like, "Hey guys, if you want to give us a hand now that you're part of the family, you know we can always. I know we're celebrating you and all, but it wouldn't hurt to help us kind of gather up some food and such."
No.
All right, that's totally fine, Anna. And then
All
under
right,
her breath,
Nana.
she's like, the bad one. That's Ellie that's talking to you. Anna doesn't have a southern accent. The other Anna likes that you put an effort forth. She likes you.
Other Anna is my in.
And that's it. Nolan with Helga. He's like, do you wanna like see the Ferris wheel?
Well, to be honest with you, I've seen it before. Not that great.
Oh, oh yeah. You know, it's not that special. There's lots of wheels, right? Lots of circles, I guess.
What
I mean,
what made you want to come here? Is the drugs really that good, or
oh, there's some really good drugs. Yeah, definitely.
That
No, what
all the ladies with loose lips and
I was I was here and actually helping out over there at the park. Um, just like some brief contract work. And then I didn't really want to go back to the mainland. You know, Visix, I almost said America. Visix Azura. Uh,
what?
so I found this place, and I never wanted to leave. This is great, and I'm really glad to have you here too. You sure you
That's
don't want to join your friends? I can do it. He gestures to the water.
a. Can I be honest with you and tell you my only reservation?
Oh yeah, sure.
All of you are so incredibly lazy. I do not want to be part of lazy community.
Oh, that's yeah. I mean, I think we do quite a lot of work though. Do you? I mean, I can show you over this way. There's like we have like vegetable gardens and things.
You just
This
told
fruit,
me you just told me you came to the here to do drugs and avoid going back to work. I was not lazy.
I mean, now that I'm part of this family, I do my share. It feels good. It feels good to help everyone else in the family.
I must say, tell you what, if you can do if you can lift me and carry me to Ferris wheel, I will consider it.
Mm, all right. Contested strength checks just to see if you're too heavy or something, or however you did it.
I guess the question is, how much does Helga weigh? uh, she's only like I think she's only like 6 foot. She's not ungodly tall.
Well, he rolled a natural one, so he he tries to hoist you up, and he gets like close and tries to like hoist you up like this, um, but despite his best efforts, and he looks pretty brawny. Uh, yeah,
She's
nothing.
giving him the dead body weight too. Like she's not helping. She's like
Yeah,
full slumping over and making it difficult for him.
I feel like this is
I'll
turning
say,
into a meet cute.
while he's grabbing you though, and doing this thing, roll a perception check.
Oh, that was an 18.
Okay,
8.
all is well. Yeah. All right. He's like, maybe, I was doing a lot of work out in the gardens like this morning before you got here, and so my arms are kind of tired. But you're not fat. I promise you. You're not fat.
No, you're
It's
just
not
weak.
you.
It's
It's me.
okay.
Yeah. That's right.
You look like you used to be in good shape. Then you suddenly got lazy and started doing drugs. I do not want
Yeah,
to
I
happen to
gotta.
me.
You're right. I gotta do more. Actually, I think I should really learn from your guy over here. And he's gonna head over. Oh wait, you're not over here yet. Are you gonna? They really want you to dish them more knowledge, Aaron.
They want me to?
Go learn how to get swole from Hootenheim.
Tell us about like circles and all that. You don't have to keep making up stuff, but they want to spend time with you.
I'll put together a seminar.
Okay,
A
fantastic.
round table, if you will.
We'll just put you right over there then.
I meant for later, but
Oh, well,
I'll work on putting one together.
Oh, okay. That's fine. You can be wherever you want then. You can be back over here if you want to.
I don't know how many of you guys have watched Red versus Blue, and those of you who have watched
Forever.
to season 8. But there's a point where they put one of the AIs into in Halo. Who's the guy who's just the floating eyeball?
Guilty Spark.
Yeah.
343 Guilty Spark. Yeah.
So they use that asset. They just have like the Guilty Spark eye, and like one of the guys is inside of that, and the aliens worship him because like this whole thing about circles, that's how the aliens feel about technology. And this exact thing happens where like they're all worshiping him because he's like this artifact, and he's like, yeah, I gotta go give him a sermon later today, and the sermon he gives, he just like reads the instruction manual for like a toaster or something dumb like that, like some piece of technology just reads an instruction manual. Like, dude, you didn't give a sermon, you just read the booklets of this thing. He's like, hey man, gotta know your audience, gotta play to it.
It's true.
Just imagine Hootenheim just really
Yeah,
hamming up the circle thing.
Gather round. This story has a really good arc. My buddy broke his radius.
They really enjoy that. So I would say that before too long, then, are you still a giant toad? How long does your giant toad status last? Are you just a giant toad?
1 hour.
Okay, I would say that you're probably. Well, no, you know what? It won't take that long. They have all the food. They set a banquet table up, and let's create the where everyone's sitting. You are at the right hand. We'll pretend there's a table here, a banquet table. Izzy's there. Put Nolan there. The giant toad. Put Ellie. Ellie's down here playing with the dog. Still, they kind of bonded. Her and Sparrow. I will say there are a few other like of the folk. They've kind of like sort of snapped out of it. Their delirium, and they're like, "Oh, I could really use a bite to eat now." So they're gonna come and join the table too, to enjoy the banquet. And now you guys are eating a delicious feast, if you want to. Succulent fruits, vegetables, um, like they didn't really have time to like cook a lot, but there's like really good like salted meats and things, just a variety. It's almost like a beautiful charcuterie board, of things. Some cold cuts.
I'm eating salami and sliced bananas and blueberries.
That's it. Yes, everything's circular. um
I think Helga would not be able to turn down a good meat tray.
okay. Good.
She would be resistant at first, but it looks I guess does it look above table? Does it look decent?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It's good stuff. There and they're also like I'll say one of them, like one of the generic townsfolky guys, walks over, and in a bowl for Sparrow, just dumps out this box of like fragments of onion ring, to feed the dog.
Nice.
And Nolan will say, "Oh, you need to try. You need to try some of that stuff. The pancetta. It's really, really good."
I'm not up to speed on what pancetta is. Is that like a pasta type of thing?
No, isn't pancetta like a? I mess this up. It's like another
No,
like a
you're right.
meat. That's
Oh.
cold
Yeah,
cut
it's like-
kind of sliced thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes, I will
It's
take
fancy,
a slice
though.
of that.
Okay. The pancetta just like melts in your mouth. It's so good. And then you feel the need to roll a wisdom save.
Okay. I hear this stuff reforms in your or recircles in your stomach later.
That it does. That it does. And he is just smiling as he's watching you eat this pancetta and enjoy it. But then you are going to be hit with
Flavor.
some psychic damage. 41 psychic damage.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
And I need you to roll a D4. Okay.
Same result.
Yep. So 2. Great. Yep. So just subtract that number from any ability check or attack roll that you make. What do you do after you get hit with this like just pulse in your head?
I spin my head around. And then I
Okay.
probably fall back from the table.
Oh, um, our prophet. She'll run over and help you. Did you have a vision, a divine vision from the Great Circle?
Uh, Apart from me seeing the sun right now, no.
Oh, that's so strange. It looked like you were hit with something, some like moment of inspiration.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
saw it
was
too.
hit by.
Are you feeling unwell?
I believe so.
Oh my. Nolan, please escort Who to a tent and give him the same treatment that you gave his friend, please.
Don't let them
Nolan
be in your
nods,
pants.
and he'll escort you to this tent.
Okay.
And he is going to this feast continues. Are you guys sitting at the table and not touching the pancetta?
Helga's gonna grab a handful of meat and she's just gonna like sit by Hootenheim and watch whatever the hell's going on.
Sure. Nolan does notice that you're there.
Oh yeah, she's not trying to hide it.
Yeah.
She's staring and making sure things are above board.
Yeah. And he sees you, and then he opens up the chest and he pulls out an identical healing potion, like he gave you, and then he offers it to Hootenheim.
As I drink it, I'll say I feel really lazy all of a sudden.
Damn it! I knew this would happen. See, Nolan, I told you this happened. It's been what, 20 minutes?
Shit, I missed a beautiful opportunity. I'll tell you guys about it later. I'm just like, damn it. It's okay though. As you drink you can go ahead and heal yourself for that. Just a regular healing potion. But you also are going to need to roll a wisdom save.
Oh boy. And that one.
Okay.
On fire.
I think I'm
You're
gonna
gonna take.
have, guys.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
No problem.
Yep.
Have a good rest of your night.
I'll see you.
At this point,
Uh-huh.
I like under the table. I'm flipping my hands around into my blades.
That's fine. The people at the table do not notice. Anna and Ellie, they are just enjoying the meal and laughing. Ellie's playing with the dog. All of that. But you, Hootenheim, are going to take 38 psychic damage.
Oh, because that puts me out.
Yeah, I think it would. And Nolan goes, "Oh, problem. The prophet's unconscious."
The problem is going to be who am I going to hit with my fucking sledgehammer first? And Helga's going to take out her maul.
Ooh, I'm jumping
Yeah.
out. I'm jumping off of the table. The moment I see them all come out, I'm jumping up with swords out too.
She's
Okay.
gonna dart her eyes over at the leader lady.
Uh-huh.
What's her name again?
Izzy.
Izzy. She's gonna attempt to just just charge right at her and just slap her upside with the maul.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just seeing if I guess you wouldn't expect this. She will pull out though as you're doing that. as you're running at her, she'll pull out like what's the best healing potion possible? Superior healing. That's a Elder Scrolls thing, isn't it? But it's this beautiful bottle of like healing potion, and she holds it up like she wants to help your friend. So if you hit her, you're gonna shatter this potion as well. Are you gonna follow through with the blow?
Supreme is above superior.
Supreme. It's
Yeah,
supreme healing potion.
absolutely. Helga not
Yeah.
fucking around.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll. And after this, you guys will be in initiative because you just assaulted their leader.
They just killed my friend. 22 to hit.
They were gonna. Okay, that is going to hit.
Another nat 1 on my initiative. Fuck.
Yeah, honestly, I thought I was rolling bad.
I wanted a low initiative though, because I'm making death saves right now.
So 14 bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to attempt to topple her to the ground. Should be
Do
a
you
Constitution
wait? Does your
saving
weapon have
throw.
a thing on it? Do you have a bird attached to it? Okay. So 14 bludgeoning. Do you have a bird on your weapon? I forget who has them.
Oh, I do.
You do. Okay.
I would say I didn't say the command
Which
word.
bird do you have?
Thought I had
Okay, that's fine.
You had
Moltres.
Moltres.
Do you remember the command word? Okay. Yeah, so the bird's just like inside. Like, yeah, I guess you wouldn't kind of keep them melted to your weapon. Um, I will say that if you want to use the command word, that could be a bonus action though, to engage or disengage it. You don't have to waste a whole action. But yes, this is just you hitting. So 14 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, and then I will, as part of that,
And
I
then
will
what
try
else?
and topple her. So she needs to make a Constitution saving throw, I believe. Yep.
Constitution saving throw. All right.
Which is
Roll
going to
that.
be DC. I can do math. DC 15.
She rolled a nat 1, so you are gonna topple her.
She is now prone.
All right, she is now prone, and I would say that you are now in initiative. So let's do those rolls, and I'll get this set up. Everett is not here. Let's make him a 1. Kylie is not here. A 1.
Eagle One's a giant
Widget was
toad.
a 3. Eagle's a giant toad. I don't know. We should make him. Someone roll a d20 just because he has a 0 to initiative. Just give me a number for Eagle Win.
Natural 1.
Lovely. Okay. Helga, what were you?
7.
7. Nor?
I was a 23.
23. Nice. All right. And hang on. I need to roll some things. 2. Okay. Right. Okay. I think that's everybody. All right. So then we can start. And Norm, you are the first one up.
Do I see it? Are Ellie and Anna taking any action?
Like ready to attack you with a weapon or something?
Yeah. Or like
They have stood up from the
looking-
table. They're frazzled and panicked. Yeah, but I would say everyone is frazzled and panicked except for Izzy.
Okay. DM discretion here. Tell me if I cannot do this as a first level spell. But I want to look at Anna because I've already kind of established a rapport with her. And I would like to use command if I can.
Okay.
And I want to know if this is outside of the scope of what you think command can do, because I think that it might be. I would like for my command to be my command to her, my one word command is going to be see, and I'm going to point to Izzy and try to get her to just like become aware of what Izzy is doing as a cult leader. Like
What being obliterated by a mall? Like what do you what is Izzy doing? Izzy just took a hit.
I know. I know. I don't
And she's
I don't
drenched in
know.
healing potion that I think she'd much rather be drinking right now.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. In that
But you mean you
case,
want her to observe? I feel like it's a waste. I wouldn't do that.
okay.
Honestly.
I am going to bonus action knock my blasting goggles down over my eyes and cry out sea foam, and my whole head is encased in ice. And I'm going to use my
Okay.
blasting goggles, which are going to do cold damage instead of fire damage now,
Okay.
and shoot out a beam of ice at Izzy. And she must make a dex save. DC 15.
DC 15 dex save. All right. Let's see. That's going to be no, I failed. I think it's a 12. So, hang on. Yeah, I added the modifier already. So 12. So, yep.
Right.
So how much ice damage or what is it? Okay, you're wrong right now.
It's going to be 9 cold damage.
9 cold
And then-
damage.
And I am going to lock my swords into place and bust up from the table right next to Helga, getting right up onto Izzy. And that'll be my turn. No, never mind. My weird act's right after me. I'm going to attempt to grapple her as my weird.
She's already
That's-
prone, right? So grappled would make her.
Yeah,
It would
she's
re-
prone,
it would-
but I want to hold her there.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to constrict her.
Right.
And it's not going to hit. That's a 7. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, no, advantage. Because she's prone, right? Does
She's
prone
prone.
give
Yep.
advantage? Let me look that
I'll
up.
say yes. I would think that makes sense.
Attack rolls against you have advantage. Yes. Okay. Even worse. Or about the same. Never mind. A weird is just going to swipe through the air, expecting to grapple a standing person, and she's prone. So that'll be my turn. And my weird's turn.
Okay. It is now Izzy's turn. She is going to look up at Helga, and then, in perfect bird folk, she's going to say, "I need your help, initiate," and she's going to attempt to dominate person.
Yeah, there's no attempt. She gonna do it. Is it intelligence? Save?
Wisdom saving throw.
It's better. Yeah, I've rolled above a 10 like once tonight. It's been so bad. I got the Trent AIDS.
You are now dominated. So let me just double check what that means. Telepathic link, right. So that means you're charmed. I specify a simple and general course of action, such as attack that creature, run over there, or fetch that object. Do I not? If you're dominated right now, do I get to give you a command for this turn that you have next, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, get this thing. Wait, did you succeeded on holding me down, right? Norm?
Me? No.
Yeah. No, I'm just prone. Attack this creature, like noting Norm.
Sorry, bud.
It's all right. At least I have a high AC.
I've been rolling like shit tonight too, so you know.
Maybe there's luck yet.
No, it's gonna be the first nat 20 I roll.
Yeah, here comes the crit.
Yeah.
100%.
And Aaron, I'm gonna say, because you did roll, you're not in the lineup for a while. I'm actually going to. Can you be at 1 HP? Because I feel like the choice can be made to not kill you, right? To not like make you unconscious, right? Because they really don't want you fully unconscious, but they did obliterate you. Can you have 1 HP
Okay.
for me?
Sure.
You can make anything
I would
real
love to
as a
not be
DM.
doing death saves, yeah.
Yeah, especially found for your last night too. But it also wouldn't make sense for what their motives are.
They want to make a profit.
Yeah. So next up is going to be it is you then. Yeah, I forgot how small our party is right now.
Oh, it's Helga?
No, Helga attacked, right? Did you? Or you said sorry, friend, but you didn't actually do the move. Yeah, it's your turn, Helga, to
Okay.
attack.
I rolled like a 7. I was not expecting to go anytime soon. Okay. Well, there come 2 mall hits. That might miss. It's a 19.
That hits. It meets it.
The damage wasn't high. Still 13 bludgeoning. Second one is also going to hit. That was a 19. Oops, I did not mean to roll it again. But here, I rolled another 19. Okay, damage is also not bad. 13 more bludgeoning.
All right. Yeah, Norm doesn't like that.
Do I save at the end of my turn again, or
I'm looking up how dominate person works.
am I
Never
thinking of a
used that
different spell?
before.
I don't think I do, to be honest.
Dominate person. If it loads.
This is the spell that it made Dick Nuts walk into the furnace. So I don't think there's much I can do.
I think there's just a time limit on it.
Yeah, 1 minute. Well, hang on. The target has advantage in the save. If you're... Oh, you had advantage on that. Well, did you already do that? Did you have advantage on me trying to charm you? Because you're fighting me?
I did not roll with advantage.
Oh, yeah, my
But
bad. I'm sorry.
we can have me make the advantage roll after my turn.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that and see if you break this thing.
So
Otherwise, it's
wisdom.
whenever the target takes damage, it repeats the save, ending the spell on itself. On it. The target has advantage on the save. Whenever the target takes damage, it repeats the save. So you have to get hit in order to do the save.
The second save was 16.
That does not save.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
All
I'll
right.
be right back, actually.
Okay. So, now we're at you, Widget.
Okay. Oh, all right. I guess I will. Do I have any healing things? All right. I'm gonna probably woozily just fly out and fly up away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be kind of over the edge of the pool, probably 10, 15 feet up. And I'll just take a couple crossbow shots at Izzy because I see everybody else going after her. Oh man. Oh wait, I disregard the second roll. Or no, I guess not. So would a 12 or an 18 hit?
An 18 would hit.
Okay. So 11 piercing. And then that will be my turn. Actually, no. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Nice.
With my bonus action.
All right. Okay. Next up is Eaglewind the Toad. If anyone would like to have him make a move, I don't know what giant toads can do.
Let's look it up.
Yeah.
Probably interesting, right? Giant toad. What can a giant toad do? A giant toad can bite. A giant toad can swallow.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it has to be grappled. Okay. Yeah. Eagle Toad is gonna. How fast can it go? 30 feet? That's crazy. Eagle Toad is going to. What kind of range are we looking at? 5 to hit. I really don't want to bowl over Anna to get to Izzy. Would you let me just kind of like stand right here?
Yeah, they're like tents. You can kind of push
Yeah,
your
like,
way into there. They're
all right,
pretty open.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna break this corner of the tent down, and we're gonna make an attack to attempt a grapple.
Okay.
This is gonna be a bite. I'm assuming it's going like with a tongue, right?
Does not hit. 8.
Nope, sure doesn't. That's it. That's all it's gonna do.
Pretty good idea though. I do like that. All right. Next up it's you, Norm. We'll say that yeah, Ellie and Anna, I'll let them take a couple steps back, but they don't really want to fight this thing. Nolan as the man, we'll say he kind of took a step as well, but he's like kind of just moving laterally to assess the situation. He's not running away, but
Sure.
they're all very perplexed as to what you guys are doing.
First and foremost, I'm gonna have my weird take its turn first and attempt to grapple uh, Helga.
Okay.
So I am not going to use the actual attack. I just want to make like the weird version of an unarmed strike to attempt to grapple.
Okay, this is so that she will get to re-roll to snap out of her being charmed. Or wait, do I have to hit her? Hang on, let me read Dominate Person again. So it says, one humanoid you can see within range succeeds on a Wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition for that duration. The target has advantage on the save if you or your allies are fighting it. Whenever the target takes damage, it repeats from me, right? From the bad guys. Whenever the target takes damage, it repeats the save, ending the spell on itself on a success. Or if
I
anyone
would say-
hits it.
Sounds like any
I
damage.
would say if it doesn't, if it doesn't stipulate damage from the caster,
Yeah,
I
so I
would
guess
say
it's
any. Okay,
so
in that
yeah.
case,
Hit him.
I am going to use the attack because she attacked me. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm going to attempt to, and that's a natural 20. Sorry, Helga.
What's
So
really funny
she,
is that it's impossible for me to save against this, so we're just gonna duke it out.
well, at least now you're constricted, so you can't move around as easily. So you are grappled. And you take 3d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. So that's 14, 17 bludgeoning damage with the crit. And you are now grappled inside of a cloud of ball bearings. And while my weird
So-
is. What's that?
So wait, Donovan, you can't save this. What's your charisma?
My charisma is a +2, but my wisdom is a +3.
Oh, no, you're fine. You can save. Sorry, you meant your wisdom. Yeah, never mind. Carry on.
And then you can remake that save, Donovan,
Yep.
since you took damage.
And it's a DC 18, by the way.
Oh, the other thing is, the debuff I have on, is it ability checks or
It's
saving throws
attack
and ability
rolls
checks?
and ability checks, not saving
Okay.
throws.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
it was a
shit.
9 anyway.
So I should have taken less on my roll.
Okay.
That's also true. Norman, you can take back 13 hit points. Because my first
Oh,
maul
because
attack
of your.
would not have hit you. Yeah, forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Sick. Uh,
Your arrow would have still hit me, by the way, Aaron. Because you had an 18 to hit me, right? Even with your -2, you would have hit me. Okay, so now it's Norm's actual turn, not his weird's turn.
All right. We're gonna slice and dice with our scimitar and our short sword. With my first attack, I'm going to take a free action vow of what is it called? Called something. It's my channel divinity. Vow of enmity. When I take the attack action, I can expend one use of channel divinity. Against a creature I can see within 30 feet, I have advantage on all attack rolls against that creature for a minute. So I am going to take a vow of enmity against Izzy. And all my attacks are now at advantage. I'm going to start with a scimitar attack. .23 to hit.
Yep.
8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Dual wielding, part of the same action, I will attack with the short sword. That was supposed to be with advantage, but I'm assuming that also hits. Oh, it's the
It does.
same thing. 23 also hits. for 9 piercing damage, and then I will take a second attack with my scimitar as my bonus action. 19 to hit.
19 to hit, does hit.
For an additional 8 slashing damage.
Does not look great right now, actually.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. She's very unhappy with you, Norm.
Good.
She doesn't have weapons necessarily, but she is going to like raise a hand, like she's just gonna slap you across the face. And as she strikes you, her hand kind of morphs into this sort of like red gelatinous arm, and it just like strikes you across the face.
Gross.
Yep. And 17 does not hit you.
It does not.
Okay. And she's going to bring it right back around and slap you again. A 24 hits you.
I am going to use a luck point to give her disadvantage.
Damn it. Yeah, 14 does not hit.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
But although she doesn't really like, so as she tries to slap you like this, and she kind of goes like she's not going to really enjoy it, but she is going to strike you with Eat Memories. So roll a wisdom save.
That's how she's going to get me. My wisdom's actually not bad. 23.
Jeez, okay.
I'm taking every good roll
You have just... Oh, also, I just realized this. You're a construct, aren't you? Like, you're technically a construct? It was a beautiful roll, but I can't even do this to you anyway.
Warforged
Or are you not really a construct?
It's in the like species description that they are supposed to be treated like constructs, but they're affected by anything that affects humanoids.
Organic
Like,
things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, she was not too happy about... Do I have any bonus actions or anything? I don't. All right, it's fine. I will say this though. She does, as I have this. I'll use this as a bonus action. She's gonna whistle, and since she kind of already revealed her arms, we're gonna have. I don't think this is gonna really do a whole lot, but we're gonna have 2 things come seeping up out of the water. They're little though. They are little guys. Tiny actually. We have this little slime guy. And we have this little slime guy. Alright. And now it is Helga's turn. Are you there, Donovan?
Sorry, I'm muted.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah. I assume they don't have to reissue commands every turn.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Norm. Punch your butt cheeks.
Lay it on me, baby.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
For 16 bludgeoning. Oh, that was gonna miss. It's a 16 to hit.
Wait a second, guys. I dominate person. I've been hit, and it's concentration. I'm so sorry. So,
Oh.
because that would also break your dominate person. Before you do any of that damage, let me.
You just have to roll the
yeah.
roll a con save.
Okay. I'll roll. I've been hit multiple times. I'll roll 2 con saves. We'll give you 2 chances.
That's fair.
Con's pretty good for this thing. Not like that though. 12.
My damage was pretty low though. Yeah, 12. Yeah, I think it was 9 damage. What's the? Let's see.
20
I had.
were my con saves.
Yeah, those will both save. I had 8 damage with the scimitar, 9 damage with the short sword, 8 damage with the scimitar. So those
I
both
can.
save.
Okay. All right, so I guess he's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
minimum
it.
of
The
10
second.
on those, right? On
So-
the con saves? Or
Yeah.
concentration?
It's 10. Yeah, it's
Minimum
10 or
10.
whatever's. Yeah. Well, my second attack missed, so that's it for Helga.
Okay, great. And that's probably it for us. So we're at 9:30.
Yeah, I should get going.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun, Aaron. We'll
I'll keep recording.
I have a narrative direction that your character can go to.
If nothing else, just make Widget replace the mechanic until he gets back.
Oh, I was gonna have
Yeah.
you lead the lead these people, the
Okay.
good ones.
That-
but
yeah.
but I guess being a mechanic, maybe you can make the Ferris wheel
Why
even
not
more
both?
beautiful than ever. above table, do you guys know what it is? Like what you're fighting?
No.
Really? Great.
Is it a is she a slod?
Not slod. Those are cool though.
The only thing I was thinking was Mind Flayer, but unless you've reflavored
Nope. Not a mind
goo-
flayer.
the goose, that's what comes to mind when I think about domineering types.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Um,
Great. So the mystery still persists.
yeah.
We will see in 2
Good.
weeks.
Uh-huh.
So I was looking while you guys are here. I know it's supposed to warm up throughout the week, but if it's dry enough on Sunday, would you guys want to try for a round of golf or disc golf?
Sounds good.
Yeah, if it's dry enough, yeah.
Okay. It
I
might
will
be
not
like
be
35,
available,
40, but that's going to feel
unfortunately.
warm.
Oh, it's gonna feel great. My whole yard is flooded today because it was warm enough for all the snow and ice to
Yeah.
start melting.
Same.
me
Yeah.
too.
My yard is terrible at draining, so it's
Yeah.
just oceanfront property right now.
I'll keep
Yeah,
you
we
guys
have
in
a
the
big
loop.
dip in our front yard.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good
Cool,
night.
guys.
See ya.
All right, guys.
See you in 2
See ya.
weeks.
Have a good night,
Bye.
everybody. Yep.